It is working. I think we're live. Yay, you're on today.
I'm the first one here. Yay!
Wait a minute. Are we? Wait, how did that start already? So I think it started already on YouTube. No, you are not the nice. You might as well try to take that one.
Oh yeah, Matt's always late.
So it's going on YouTube. Okay, here we go. Well, that was. See what happens. See
what happens when you're late?
See what happens when you put a bird cage in the walkway?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, guys. So what's going on? This is a result of Ingrid not being here already. I'm just gonna put that.
Yeah,
out
it just doesn't feel right.
Didn't I say to pick up? So I guess we lost the intro. We're trying something completely new today, and so I need your guys' feedback today more than ever. Okay, so right away, we're trying to avoid a streaming stop along the way to spread out as a hub. So I have no idea if we're going to Facebook or not. So let me know if anyone's watching on the Carolina Coops Facebook. Please let me know. I see YouTube's coming in, so thank you. Also, I kicked it up a notch. We're streaming in high def, so hopefully
Facebook looks good.
Oh, Facebook. Good. So everything's working. Make sure it's Carolina Coops Facebook. For whatever reason, it made me log into my personal, but that's probably because the personal hosts the business side. I'm not sure.
On the Carolina Coops page.
Good.
Beautiful. So yes, we are back. I decided we had to do a show today. I know I'm going to complain about it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to complain that
I'm going to complain too.
You're going to complain that I'm complaining?
Well, is that allowed?
People do it all the time.
We all complain when you complain. So it's best just to do the things to make you not complain.
There's everyone. Yeah, so Ingrid's not here today. And we are going to do everything we can to provide you guys a very entertaining and educational show, as we always do when we're live on the air. I don't think if we ever done VCL, Video Chicken Live, ever without Ingrid.
No, you guys did it once without me, and I'm still trying to get over it.
As you should.
Yeah. I was laying sick in my bed, holding the phone, like...
And it bombed. Whoever is watching on Facebook, please chime in. I haven't seen one comment come in yet. So here's what's happening. The program that we use to bring this show to you is called Ecamm Live. They're not paying us to say that. It's a great program.
We pay them.
Yeah, we do. They now are allowing us to stream directly to you guys and not have to use a hub. So I'm hoping that actually helps with things. But I'm not seeing any Facebook comments come up yet. But look we got thumbs ups. We got, you know what I mean? So we got 46 people watching. And I need to know. Oh, there we go. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So Facebook is working. Facebook is dead, by the way.
We just have almost everybody joining from.
Can you fix your mic and talk directly into what I have? No. Here.
Right here? Like right here?
I've taught.
Is that what you want?
No, I have taught.
Hey guys, your shirts look great.
Oh, thank you.
We're going to get to the shirts. Thank you, Nan, for bringing that up.
Is that better?
See how I have my mic tilted back just ever so little bit.
Oh.
Now, don't touch the cord. No, you touched the cord. May I? Okay, this is... Have you ever watched that TikTok? She whispers it. You ever seen that?
No, I don't have TikTok.
So, why? You used to. Now, look the point of conversation is directly right there.
Okay.
Thank you.
How about that?
It makes all the difference in the world. It drives me nuts when all the mics... Is this OCD when the mics are not all at the same angle? When I walked over there, James' mic.
You might be a perfectionist. You don't have OCD. OCD is when it gets in it disturbs your life. Like it's a real problem. You don't have that.
My perfectionist does not disturb my life. It excels my life. I would like to think. Okay, so are you done? Have you picked up over there?
I don't do that.
I tell you, and I feel so weird. We didn't do the promo. We tried to. So again, I apologize, but hopefully everything.
I do miss Ingrid already.
We can't.
She's got a dog that just one of her two dogs just went through surgery.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So that's why she's not here today?
Mm-hmm.
Did the dog have surgery today?
No, it was 2 days ago.
Okay, so she knew.
But she's like attending to its drains and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, wow. Okay,
cancer surgery.
Yeah, I had no idea.
So all of everyone can have any good thoughts and prayers for her dog. I know that means a lot to her.
Yeah, Ingrid definitely has a
her dog's name is Millie.
Yeah, this is Millie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are her babies. Okay, so today which I love doing because we don't have Ingrid here today, so we're not prepared for anything. Straight up Q&A. Everyone out there, fire away your questions, your comments. But the fun part that I'm hoping we're going to have today, because Ingrid's not here, we're not going to be policed at all. She can't keep me out of trouble.
Yeah, but you know what happens when she goes to the bathroom? We're like, oh, she's gone. And there's like dead silence. Like, we don't even know what bad stuff to do.
Doesn't it already feel different? I mean, nothing against you, James. James is sitting over.
James, I want to say, James is in her seat. And James, I hope you don't mind, but you probably do. I told before the show, I said, for the next hour, during Video Chicken Live, you have immunity. Like, you cannot be fired. So you can say anything you want. You can rib Matt.
Excuse me?
Yeah. You don't mind that, do you?
No, that's funny. I see someone.
So, he's laughing now.
I see Gene from Northern Arizona. We have a road crew in Northern Arizona right now doing 2 coops on the same spot, putting together the brand new Homestead Coop. So there's going to be beautiful finished pictures of the Homestead
Anna
Coop.
It really is on a homestead. She's got gardens. She's got such a great layout. I can't wait to see it when it's all done.
Yeah, I've been thinking about flying out there to see that.
Winter would be a good time to go.
I still might. Well, it's a dry heat, so he's fine. And I know because I was just out in Vegas. We went out there to meet with a customer. I was not on vacation. So if people are waiting on me and you think, oh, Matt's on vacation, I wasn't on vacation.
I hope you took the weekend off.
Well, am I allowed to take the weekend off? Do you guys get weekends off?
Yeah.
Okay, I get.
No.
We really don't get.
Actually, I sometimes answer build support questions.
So you
I don't know
get
if I'm authorized, but
yes,
I do.
of course you are. So we don't even get the weekends off.
And
so-
it rained the whole time because it only rains in the desert when Carolina Coops comes to town.
Yeah,
That is really unfortunate.
Hurricane Hillary.
Yeah.
The first day out there was 104. Dry heat. So it was hot, but it wasn't horrible. There is definitely truth to a dry heat. The only people that complain about desert heat are the ones that have never experienced, like James and I just did with Paul.
How was that trip to Alabama?
South Alabama. I have never experienced humidity.
Have
like
you, James?
Nah, not really.
And he went to school in Florida.
Yeah.
It was worse than that?
Way worse.
Yeah. Like 109 heat index, I think. So yeah, it was pretty hot.
Yeah, and the humidity was, it just, you had a hard time breathing. It was unreal. So the customer asked me, she goes, well, when can you be out? Hopefully we're going to be doing this aviary soon. She goes, when can you come out? I said, when does it not get so hot here? Because I remember when we did her coop, it was hot, but that was when we were just there. It was way worse. And we got to see we got to do a video of the goose house we did. Mm-hmm. Was that not amazing, James?
Oh yeah, the whole setup they had with the chicken yard and everything, just the look and design alongside their house was just, I mean,
It's like
Have you ever seen anything like that before?
no, honestly, I felt like I just walked into a magazine just being there.
That's it. I think
she's a designer too.
yeah,
right?
and I think she has been in magazines. So we were able to get an awesome video. We did 2 videos. One, me solo going around the goose house, and then we brought our customer in, and she did a great job explaining things, and she brought back a lot of memories. So anyways, guys, today, Q&A. If you have questions,
I might have a surprise too.
If you have questions, fire away, because we're going to need to say something today because we don't have our beloved Ingrid. I don't know how we're going to get through the show. We are allowed to say anything we want. Also, before I forget, yes, you probably hopefully have note. 58 people. Come on, help share the show. Get it out there. We are trying to, we typically break 100 people. Do everything you can to share the show.
And we get a lot more on the replay.
Yes, well, that is true, but we need our fans. We need our viewers. That's what brings out the best in us. That's what makes the great show. So we need you guys asking your questions, comments, anything at all. But if you don't have a question or comment, as always, please say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. The comments is what really helps the show, because when YouTube and Facebook sees interaction, that brings up the...
Can you make the comments
Oh, yeah.
bigger?
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Is it bothering you?
No, I just want to see. Yeah, that's much better. Oh, that's so much better.
Oh, yeah, there they are.
So when we look off to the side, we're reading comments. So we're constantly reading.
Well, I
everything.
can go to the comments page, but I think people say they like seeing us up close. They don't like the whole comments off to the side, but I liked that.
We could try it.
Maybe we can try. Yeah, we can do anything we want today. All right. Also, check out the new shirts. Yay. Okay.
Yay.
Actually, I guess I could be on that. Yeah, see, again, we don't have Ingrid, but yeah, check out the new shirts. We got to get that drum
On
pad.
cue.
So we just hit the buttons. So we finally got, check these out, the Chicken Police, and on the
Oh,
back,
you're supposed to talk right there. That's weird. I'm immune. I'm immune.
We got Carolina Coops on the back.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then you have a brand new design. We've done this a little bit, but now we have a lot of these in stock. So if you're interested, carolinacoops.com, you can get your official chicken police shirt or your I Heart Chickens shirt. Just, very basic, simple, but here we believe less is more.
These are very soft and comfortable.
So
Is yours soft too? Can I?
yes. So this is the material that we use out of our shop shirts that are become very popular. However, this I Heart Chicken shirt, no, I ripped the tags right off. I can't stand tags. It's a double ring spun cotton.
It's very, very comfy.
Very soft. So that is actually a very
This is going to get more wear than some of the others.
probably that is a
Yeah.
very nice, comfortable shirt. I know some of our shirts we've gotten complaints where it's like all stiff and whatnot. Very few people like them. I try to make everyone happy. You would not believe how hard
That
that
issue
is.
has been fixed.
Yes, Nicole has done an amazing job. I asked her the other day when I saw this shirt, and I'm not in love with this shirt, I'll be honest with you, as far as the design, but I told Nicole, I said, you know what I love most about this shirt? And she looked at me, she goes, because I got them ordered. I said, yes. Thank you so much, Nicole, for just getting it done. Okay, so today Q&A, no Ingrid. I guess we can go ahead and get started. The show is growing. I appreciate it. And again, make sure, can you guys tell, what was that?
Your walkie?
I thought that was a cup.
Oh, can you tell the difference? We're streaming in high def. So the reason why I haven't done it in the past is I get worried about it lagging or whatnot, but it looks like it's doing really well. So let's go ahead. I'm going to get into the questions and comments. Oh, you did say you had a special surprise. Let's wait for the audience to build a
I do
little
have
bit
a
more.
surprise, and I'm drinking my tea right now, and it would be great to have something delicious to eat with it.
Oh my gosh. So this morning, we did a site survey. How long did it take you to come from your house all the way up to
An hour and a half.
Yeah. Wow. That was a long drive. We did a site survey this morning, and what an amazing property. I love just those open rolling hills, the fields.
There was a light breeze. It was so much better than doing it this afternoon when it's going to be 98.
Yeah, I was mad at you. I'll be honest
You're
with you.
welcome.
I was not happy
You're
this
not
morning
mad
that
now,
you
are
scheduled
you?
me. No, we got it done. I was a little worried about, look, we got a heart. So that is brand new. How are you guys giving us hearts? If you can give us a heart, bring us some hearts, give us some thumbs up, do everything you can to continue to grow the show. And again, start leaving your questions in there. We're going to get to them, chickens or coops. But yes, chicken people are the best people. We have the best customers. And his wife started baking at 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
And you know what she made us? I don't know how she did it, but she made your favorite cookie and my favorite pie.
Okay, I didn't want to say anything. I noticed that.
Yeah.
And I said, I didn't know about your favorite pie.
I mean, it's one of my favorites,
But I noticed they looked like my favorite cookie. Who knows my favorite cookie? I'm sure I brought it up in the show in the
well,
past.
I know because I love to bake. So I'm like, what's your favorite cookie? I want to bake something.
So you're such a hardcore baker.
Your favorite cookie is the same as Evan's favorite cookie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And maybe Sean, too. Like 3 of you have the same favorite
I don't
cookie.
know
And it's
about
not a very popular cookie.
Excuse
Maybe
me?
it should be.
I don't know. Does anybody out there know what my favorite cookie is? Thank you for not saying it. See how you're picking up on the... Yeah, okay. And I did not know this is one of your favorite pies, but you are such an extreme baker that you refuse to ever eat anything store-bought baked.
Well, no, I eat the Wegmans cupcakes now when we have a staff birthday.
Yeah, we still celebrate everyone's birthday here like we're still in first grade.
Yay, birthday.
Yeah, we get cupcakes for everyone. Though we try to mess with people and freak them out.
Okay, I'm almost done with my tea.
Are you trying to rush me along?
Yeah, can we eat?
Well, I have not had breakfast yet, so I'm actually really looking forward to this. Look at this. So it's still warm. Look at this
know.
dish.
It's apple crisp.
Now, I was thinking about this on the way back from the site survey that I noticed these beautiful dishes. And
Yeah.
this is just gorgeous. Is it only in the South? Because I've never seen this before. Or maybe I just don't have really good standards. In the South, when someone gives you something as a food in a bowl or Tupperware or whatever, it is, what's the word I'm thinking about? It's just it's
Tradition, customary, polite.
That's you must be
Hospitable.
that when you give the dishes back, you must put something in there like a gift.
You're the only person that I've ever heard say that.
So it's not a Southern thing.
But it would be nice, yeah.
You're the only person in the South that said they've never heard of that.
Oh, really?
So we got to make sure that these dishes get back to the customer.
Well, we're going back to install a chicken coop. So.
We're going to go back. We're actually going to get on video, hopefully, of them pouring their concrete, which I can't
When is that
wait.
going to happen?
I don't know. You guys got to tell me.
Oh, Carrie was that. I thought he told you.
No, he just said I'll definitely let you know.
All right,
okay,
all right.
So we have apple crisp.
That is delicious.
It looks amazing. That is good. Oh, I'm gonna need some. Oh, I got what month-old water? Is this still? I don't know. It's definitely stuff floating in it. Anyways, okay.
Well, this is now James' office, so.
This side. This side.
right.
I can't take anything away from
okay.
you guys.
You're not using his water.
I thought about it.
I'm gonna need
spitting
something.
in it, whatever.
If someone out there can give me something to drink.
Okay. Do you want my tea?
No.
Do you want my water?
I might if I get desperate. No.
Oh, no, look. Is this?
No,
cup,
you asked earlier. Oh, is this
this
clean?
cup clean? Here, you can have that.
I'm good. I'm good. Okay. So, all right. We're going to get right into it. If you have any questions, comments,
We're
please
already into it.
We're not. We're hovering
It's
68.
really
We need to get
delicious.
the show. We're not going to answer any questions or comments till the show gets above 100.
Okay, Matt's favorite cookie. Someone guessed it.
Oh, I know. Oh, okay. Let's see. And I thought it would be fun to figure out. Here's Nan. Thank you, Nan.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
Because of today is new t-shirt day. That's what this show is called, new t-shirt. Let us know what you think. I hope you guys love it. They are for sale. CarolinaCoops.com. Go there and purchase them if you would like
all
one.
of our merch profits go towards a nonprofit.
That's right. We just haven't figured out what that nonprofit is. We have done.
We've done plenty of nonprofits.
Oh God, yeah. And I
Free
don't
Coops
do
or
enough.
whatever.
I don't want to say I don't want to brag about it. I just feel that's weird to give and then brag about. I know we showed off what we did out in Ukiah, which is just a great story. And I'm a huge fan of giving to the schools. We just did another donation to a school. Makes me so happy to know that these schools are finally getting on board. There's just no funding for it.
Yeah.
Which is, I think,
There's some grants. I got a call from a prison getting a grant, and they weren't interested in some chicken stuff.
T-shirt funding.
Right. So I'm not in
Yeah.
business to make money off of T-shirts, but, we do want to put the money somewhere good. All right. So
We also have new water bottle stickers.
that is true. I didn't know where those came from or why, but all right. So I get to be in control of the comments. And we get to say anything we want to. If you're just joining us, Ingrid is not here, so this is going to be tough. So
someone guessed your cookie.
okay, I'm gonna get back there. So everyone, people are already like, hey, thank you for being here. Yes, we've been off for what, a couple weeks? How long have we? When's the last time we did video chicken?
I think it's a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like
Right.
2-3 weeks.
And I couldn't go another week. I could not go another week not doing video chicken. So we decided to do it even without Ingrid. So far, so good. It's not the same. Doesn't it even feel different in here without her here? Again, no offense, James.
No,
You're
it's
doing
fine.
good though. You're doing
Actually,
good.
I think we should have James and Ingrid have a mic'd up.
I might get a mic for James. I do.
I think that's good.
Yeah. All right. So these stickers, feel these, Miss I Love Heavyweight Paper. Anytime,
Is that my name?
No. Anytime you print anything for Kristen, it has to be on heavyweight paper.
No, it's just what I
yes.
use at home. It makes me feel rich and luxurious.
So these look like coasters, but I guess this is a bottle sticker. I'm not sure why we have these. Anyways,
They're like vinyl stickers. Yeah,
they're
nice.
very, very nice. So thank you again, everyone. Okay, so let's get into some questions. Was Kristen eating chicken soup while she was homesick watching VCL? What were you eating? Probably nothing.
No, yeah, probably nothing. It's probably laying in bed.
You were probably eating cookies, knowing you. Yes, that is Mike OCD. Coming from Mike.
Wow. Interesting.
So what else has been going on? What's been going on in the world of Kristen and video or Carolina Coops? Anything going on good there?
Well, let's see. I do have something.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that's right. What in the world? So I saw a bird cage in the back of Kristen's car, which is not surprising. Mm-hmm. So what do you have here?
I have our pet pigeon.
Okay, you've talked about these pet pigeons.
Yeah, they're like bantam pigeons. They're small.
It is very small for a pigeon.
They have short little legs, short little noses, and a little bit of they're supposed to have this little chest fluff here.
Interesting. So now what kind
Like a
of,
little cowlick on their chest.
what kind of breed of pigeon is this?
Crap. I'm not
Okay.
prepared. It's like a figure. James, can you? Can you look it up? It's a Figueroa.
You're supposed to come prepared. You
Yeah,
you are my chicken expert. I know you're not my
know,
pigeon
I
expert.
know.
We
So
should
what?
have a app. Someone should create an app, and it should be Carolina Coops that you scan a bird, and it tells you what kind of chicken or
Oh,
pigeon
they
or
have
pheasant.
that.
They have that. I don't think it's very
Yeah.
accurate. Okay, the wings are clipped.
Yeah, because she's an indoor pigeon.
Why?
She's been
She has
saving it up.
predators.
Did you find it, James?
Not
I
even.
think so. I think it's the Figaro.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Not
it.
even 3 seconds can
And what
go
does it
by,
say about
and the
him?
thing's already got a crap. And
I
of course,
have no
I'm
look.
eating.
I've got a diaper for it.
So, and I told, you were about to put the diaper on her, and I
Yeah.
said, her, right?
Yes, this one's a girl.
I said, no, you got to wait because I have some questions. One, why do you have a diaper for a pigeon? I understand the purpose of a diaper, but Second, where in the world do you find a diaper for a pigeon?
Oh, Elise found it.
Of course she did.
Her name is Cream Puff.
Okay, so this is Cream Puff. Now, why do you have a pigeon?
I've actually wanted pigeons for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told you that when I'm an empty nester, I'm going to start keeping pigeons.
So I, too, have been wanting pigeons.
Mm-hmm.
And that is interesting.
Outdoor pigeons.
Now, let me ask you, why do you want pigeons?
Well, I think they're fascinating. And I love their sound, the male coos.
Can you do an example?
Ooh, coo. I don't know.
Oh, I can't even do it. Yeah, I've heard it a million times.
Yeah, they're so cute. And right now they're taking turns. The male and the female mate for life, and they take turns on the nest. They're taking turns. The male and female are taking.
Wait,
turns
so are you
on the
breeding
nest.
them?
Well, I guess they're sitting on eggs. So
I guess that's a yes. I mean, do you see them in there, oh, right into the apple crisp. That won't bother you, though.
it was a 30-second rule. That was like barely a second.
All right, so I've always wanted pigeons when I get older for a couple reasons. One, I unfortunately as an exterminator, because pigeons can be a huge pest, have had to do my duty. But I've learned they're actually beautiful, but when there's so many of them, it's like that's hard to appreciate. However, what I appreciate the most, the one thing I learned about pigeons is how in history we've used them for communication. Mm-hmm. And again, I've said it a million times, I love when an animal has a job to do, not just sit around.
Did you know they had one driving? There was a bomb in World War II, and the pigeon was trained to peck the right location on the screen, and it made the bomb go in the right way.
No.
Yeah.
No, never.
Yes. It was
So
like the driver of the bomb.
It's funny you mentioned that because now that I've looked it up and looking at the red feet, I think that's actually an old German tail owl pigeon.
Oh, no, yes, they have. That's their other name is
Yeah.
owl pigeon.
Owl pigeon, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep. That's right. And my daughter Elise she wears the diaper.
So a colleague of mine, when I worked back in the old days as an exterminator, he raised pigeons, and he would make money racing them, which I thought was amazing. He would
It
bring
is
them to
pretty
work
cool.
an hour away at the office, and he would just get out of his truck, untie their wings. It was so weird. He just pulls them out of his pocket. He goes, "Ow." I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, well, here goes another one. And he's like, oh, I'm training them, getting them ready to mail them down. At the time, I'll never forget, he was mailing them down to West Virginia, and this is when we were way in upstate New York. And he will mail them down there, and they let all these pigeons go at the same time. Mm-hmm. And they have, and I was curious if that's what this is, but apparently they have a little band on their leg that once they get into the pigeon coop, it scans the band and it registers the time. I just think that is amazing.
That is amazing.
And
I think they're pretty cool.
without a doubt in my mind, we should have a screen for tinfoil time. They're going to be needed again, just like horses. All of our animals. There's going to come a time when there's an EMP. None of this is going to be possible. No electronics are going to work. How are we going to communicate? We need to go back to pigeons. So
It's
we got
going to
to
be amazing.
Yeah, I'm already working on it.
Yeah. So we definitely.
So full circle, I wanted to tell everybody that the healthy straw is working great with the pigeons.
I was getting there. You didn't give me a chance. I had to build up to it because you have a cage, and you mentioned to me you've been using the healthy straw.
Yeah.
Why is it working so well?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how it works, but it's working, and it's great. There is no smell,
So working.
no dust.
So working better than what have you used in the past?
I don't know. We just got these pigeons not too long ago. So we've had them, I don't know, maybe a month.
What would you normally
months?
put in the bottom of a pigeon?
Wood shavings.
Exactly.
Yeah, they work so much better than wood shavings. So indoor pets like guinea pigs, bunnies, outdoor pets,
Healthy straw.
healthy straw,
No kidding.
farm straw. Yeah.
All right, good to know. Another reason why, and we sell it every day.
And we've done chicken coops, our American coop, Cali coop for rabbits, for pigeons. Mm-hmm. So other animals are,
That is true. We don't ever talk about that.
That's a really good design if you're able to use it for those other animals.
Yeah, we got a coop coming up. I cannot wait to show you guys this coop coming up. This is, again, goes to prove Evan is a genius.
Which one? Oh, the big long one?
It's
with rabbits?
Exactly.
Yeah.
A rabbit hutch combined with a chicken coop that you never have to clean out the rabbit hutch.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Does it have a snuggle tunnel?
No.
Not sure what a snuggle tunnel is.
That's the word that the term that Evan and I came up with for the area in the egg hutch for the bunnies to go in there and zoomy or snuggle or whatever.
I think the egg hutch could be used as a great feeding area too for the,
So
for the rabbits.
Nathaniel has a chicken question. Since everyone's here to learn about chicken, so let's get into it. All right.
Diaper back
yeah, thank
on.
you for show and tell. Well, yeah, I went from 18 to 24 eggs a day to 3 for the last 5 days. Could it be the heat?
It could be, and they also could be hiding them. If you have free-range chickens, I always like to mention that because I still have chickens going broody right now. We have got a broody one here at the shop. If they are feeling that tendency to be a mom, they could go hide their eggs. What do you think?
I don't know. It sucks without Ingrid here. I do appreciate when she goes through the comments. I don't get a chance to listen because I'm trying to keep on track to do the next question. Yes, thank you guys for the prayers and good thoughts for Millie and Ingrid. Ingrid her puppies are her babies, and she is just, I'm sure
Those dogs have been with her a long time.
Yep.
Very
She's
dear.
very stressed right now. And I see a lot of people, hi from Georgia, hi from Alabama. Yeah, the heat and humidity in that part of the country is way worse than Florida. I'm sorry. You would think Florida has the worst. Nowhere close. Right now, you are putting a diaper on a pigeon. Have you ever done this before?
Elise does it, but she gave me some training.
So, in other words, no.
Yeah,
Or did you do it?
I think I did it. There you go.
Sweet.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
I see everyone's loving the shirts. Yes, we got new shirts. We got the Video Chicken Police. And we have I'm just calling it the I Heart shirt. Very comfortable, very nice. Kristen's hair is covering it, so it's not that she's just wearing a gray shirt.
There we go. I heart chicken.
Oh, Mike Trepp says, I like the comments on the side. That way we see what see what you are seeing. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Tags are annoying. What's that? Oh, on the shirts.
Hey, can you bring the comments in? Let's try it.
What do you mean? Yes, I've been bringing the comments in.
Oh,
Here's
no,
a comment for Kristen. Kristen looks amazing.
Oh, thank you. It must be the shirt.
Yeah.
And someone guessed your cookie?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we need to figure out, before the end of the show, I want to give away a couple. Let's give away one shirt each. We got to figure out how, without pissing everyone off. Boy, I tell you, some people just appreciate it. And other people's like, wait a minute. Which actually, James, we were going to do another contest. Because Instagram, you're doing a great job trying to build up our followers, our subscribers, whatever it is that you call them.
Yep.
And I said, we're about to break 20,000 on Instagram, right?
Oh,
so if you're not already following us on Instagram, please go over there and follow. If you're not following us on LinkedIn, go there and follow on LinkedIn. Oh, which reminds me, we should be streaming to Twitter. And I'm not sure if that's working. I don't see anybody over at Twitter yet, so maybe it's just not working. And then getting a stream key for Instagram to go live there has been a pain in the butt. Anyone's good friends with somebody over at Meta, man, get them in touch with us. We need that stream key. We need to be able to go live on Instagram. They're only giving it to very few people. Okay, so
Did you want to talk about Rumble, Matt?
Are we streaming on Rumble yet?
Not yet, but I mean, I don't see why we can't for next show.
Yes, please. If you aren't on Rumble, never heard of Rumble, I just heard about Rumble. It's another platform just like YouTube, so it's a great competitor to YouTube. Apparently, it is not censored, which is great, I think. Don't shoot me over it. And so we are now going to be hopefully streaming soon to Rumble, but all our videos are going up on Rumble. It's just another good place to go check out your content. Something just fell on my leg. Where's that bird?
It flew over to James. Oh, that might have been the crumbs from the crumble.
Is that Matt's way of telling Kristen that she has to bake something in little pans before y'all return them? No, I'm just saying. I thought that I never heard about returning a gift or returning a bowl with a gift until I came down to the South. That's all.
Who told you that?
My neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We've always done. Well, I've always done that.
Oh, see, I don't really know. And I'm glad this person said this, Amber, because I was also going to mention, if you guys have other ideas for shirts, I really want to we love shirts. Who doesn't love shirts, especially free shirts? If you have any ideas, because I'm not very artistic. I know we talk about them from time to time, but we never really do it. But we need to get more aggressive, more cowbell. Okay, if Nicole's listening, is that annoying? Well, let's get some more shirts out there. New shirt idea, cluck around and...
I love that one.
Oh my God.
That did him in, Amber.
Oh, Amber, that is I didn't even get to finish reading it. I'm in tears. Oh my gosh. Is it hot in here? Did it just go up 20 degrees? Amber, as Ingrid would say right now, please email Ingrid at ingrid@carolinacoops.com. So Matt promised me a shirt for my great comment. New shirt idea. Cluck around and find out. Oh my that is brilliant.
I love it.
Flock around and find out. No, I like the cluck around and find out. Oh my gosh. That is brilliant. Let me know what you guys think about that one. I think that is excellent. Whew. Oh, wow. We got that shirt out quick. Just let us know what shirt you want. It's not just one of these two. We got everything on the website. So, Oneonta, New York. We got someone watching from Oneonta. I spent a couple
All right.
nights there.
We're gonna do the cookie thing?
No, not yet. I'm trying to get through eating this, and I didn't want it too quiet because normally Ingrid knows right when to pop in so we don't have a dead show. Hint, James. So, Oneonta, I found out a fun fact. I didn't know this. Pee Wee Herman, I forget his real name. It'll come to me in a second. I'm sure Nan will chime in because Nan was a huge Pee Wee Herman fan. It was from Oneonta, New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I spent a couple nights in Oneonta. That's where my sister went to school.
Never been there.
It's beautiful, beautiful part of the country. It's what we would call downstate, but everyone else in the city would call it upstate. Beautiful. And I think Hartwick was next to it. But anyways.
His name is Paul Rubens.
Of course. Paul Rubens is from Oneonta, New York. I know Pee Wee got himself in a little bit of trouble late in his years, but the man was very unique, and I think just a genius at his comedy. So again, don't shoot me for that, but I'm sure you guys will later. Nan C, I'm so excited I ordered and received my water bar from Carolina Coops. It's not installed yet, though. Can't wait to get it up and running. Nan, thank you so much. If you have any questions, let us know.
So I do want to mention something with that. I did get a question on social media the other day. Somebody asked if you guys think the Poultry water bar system would be good for rabbits. So it's funny you mentioned rabbits earlier. So
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think typically rabbits have the watering systems like the ball because they're just using their tongues. I don't think their mouths are strong enough like a beak to get the water out of the
that's what I was
trigger.
thinking, yeah.
And that spring is just a little, I mean, we don't even use them for baby chicks, right? Because they're a little bit tougher than normal.
But, and I cannot emphasize this enough, the reason why our nipples are the best, and you're going to see all kinds of knockoffs from China, okay? And I dissected this, I'm sure right on this show. What I do love is the quality of the materials that make up this entire nipple.
Great for chickens, maybe not for rabbits.
Yeah.
We've seen it great for ducks, turkeys, but the spring in there is very, very soft, where the knockoff ones were very, very rigid. So yes, I don't recommend these for baby chicks, but I have seen, I don't know, maybe 5, 6 week olds, they can start switching over to this, which I think is huge. Now, fun fact, I said this before, who can tell me what these were originally invented for? I've said it on a show in the past. Because they were originally invented for this particular animal. Do you remember?
Minks. Oh, I thought it was a guessing game.
How long have we been doing this show, Kristen?
I don't know, 3 years.
Oh, boy.
Did I get a shirt?
You got one this morning.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so it was originally designed for minks, and I wonder
I'm sorry, I was just so excited that I actually remembered. I just got carried away. I'm sorry.
So I'm curious. I want to know if these are good for rabbits or not. Maybe, my daughter, if she's watching right now, she loves her bunnies. Maybe we need
Outside bunnies.
to. I knew that was coming.
Hey, James, is my pigeon over there?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
and I guess the diaper's working.
All right.
Um,
It's probably perching on the expensive equipment.
Also, speaking of the water bar, we have a new video, troubleshooting video. Is that public or is that only for when people have problems? And an installation video.
I think it's only for when people have problems.
Okay, we did a full-on troubleshooting video where if it's leaking on the inside, what do you do? If it's leaking on the outside, what do you do to fix it? Also, we did an installation video, so when you do just order our nipples, and you're making your own water bar, whatever, I show you the two options to do just a straight 3/8 without tapping or the 30 seconds with a tap. Yeah. Cindy, is the 19 gauge able to be eaten through by raccoons? I believe folks saying this happens haven't actually used the correct gauge, welded wire, hardware cloth. Okay, I have a lot of experience with this, and my answer is no.
I'd say no, too.
Yeah, if they could, we wouldn't be using 19 gauge. Now, I can tell you, because our wire is made for us.
And we've said this before, but if there is a penetration by a predator, it's typically how the wire was attached before the actual wire fails.
Critical. Yes.
So that tends to be
Right.
the issue.
So
Not the raccoon actually eating through the wire. I mean, it can happen if it's a different kind of wire, whatever, but
yeah, so I couldn't agree more. It's all about what you use as your fasteners. That's where the failure point is we see the most. Now, however, 19 gauge, and I can tell you, I've used a lot of 19 gauge, knock on wood, we've never had any problems. I have asked our manufacturer, because I got to be different, we got to be special, we got to make sure our customers know they have a unique product. We have our screen made just for us, and it's right around that 17 gauge mark. We went a little bit bigger, and it was only because of, it wasn't actually to make it stronger, but I said that can't hurt. And then, of course, the other thing is, this is probably, if it does go through the 19 gauge wire, this is probably what happened. It's not 19 gauge anymore. When you go into a store and you're buying welded wire, okay, it's most likely, because they don't carry it, the PVC coated, let alone galvanized, okay? And there's zinc electro galvanization and there's hot dipped galvanization. Big difference between those two. The point I'm getting at is if it starts to rust, it's no longer 19 gauge, it's probably 22 gauge, something thinner. It becomes weak, and then the raccoons can start breaking it open. And here's the thing. You got to keep your eye out for it. This is why I make sure, boy, I can go on and on. Our hardware cloth, the expensive stuff, it's going to be galvanized after it's welded. The cheaper stuff, where it fails, is they use a galvanized wire, and then when they weld it, because it's cheaper in the process, when they weld it, you burn off the galvanization. So those joints are not strong anymore. They're not going to be protected, and then you'll start to see it because that's where it starts to rust first.
so you want it welded first.
Yes, and
Okay.
then, oh yeah, that's what we are so adamant, and they even send me videos and pictures when it's going through the machine, and then black PVC coated.
Maybe we should get some different type of hardware cloth and do like a little video where we test out the different hardware cloth of ours.
I want to do that. So we've been talking about video ideas. We got an awesome video coming up. Did you bring the anvil?
No, I might
You need
need
to-
some help with that.
Is it heavier than I thought? It's not. I mean, so we're going to do a polycarbonate breaking video. It's going to be awesome.
Oh yeah.
And yes, I want to do
Are
a
we
video.
gonna shoot it?
That's what we did at the shop in Shortsville. Evan still has the sample. He shot it with a 30-aught. It's polycarbonate, some pretty strong stuff. Anyways, I want to do a video of trying to break into one of our coops. I want to take a chicken coop wall,
Right.
attach with the screen, and have us just put on a helmet and just run right into it. You would not believe when it's done right how strong that stuff is.
Yeah.
But it has to stay strong. And here's the other thing, I cannot emphasize this enough. Every night your coops are on guard.
Yeah.
Every night.
It is shocking if you have a camera out how many predators are just stalking, walking by.
Yeah, if you've been paying attention to our Instagram on Instagram stories, I think her name was Amy. She posted a reel. A fox literally just looked at our coop and walked away. It didn't even give it a try.
Yeah.
Yes, and as we talked about with Fallon 3 or 4 weeks ago, she's an expert at nuisance wildlife in the urban setting, okay? Predators, they're looking for the easy pickings.
It's opportunistic.
Yeah, exactly.
So we want them to just say, nah, I'm going to go somewhere where there's easier
That's right.
food source.
So make it hard for them. Make it hard for them. Michael says, after our hurricane, I need to inspect the run deep litter bedding from Carolina Coops. Is there anything special that I should look for? We did not get much water in the run or coop.
I'm
well,
sure
that's
it's
good.
fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So great question.
Even if it gets a little wet, it's fine.
Truth be told, okay, and I'm still trying to understand how this is true. In order to increase the absorbency of industrial hemp, you're actually supposed to mist it. Now, let me be clear. I'm not telling anyone to do that inside your chick coops. You don't need to.
It still works if you don't. So.
Exactly. So, but the reason
It
why
is counterintuitive. I wonder why that is.
I think it's because of it actually helps that process of, I don't know if it's called capillary action or just absorption, because there's some water already in there. It just mixes that much faster. I don't know.
Is it like a sponge? Have you ever washed dishes and put water on the sponge first?
It's exactly like that.
Yeah. Huh.
But the reason why I mention that is don't freak out. And that's the beauty of our coops and the hemp and the high density. If anything, a little bit of water getting inside is actually a benefit. You don't want it soaking wet, though. If you start smelling a bad smell, something is seriously wrong. However, the question is, what should I look for? Okay, I will go first.
Mildew?
Yes, mildew, the things that you know that shouldn't be growing. But I would start right here. And this is true even if there is no potential wetness and mold and whatnot. It's all about smell. Smell will tell you everything you need to know.
Unless your nose is broken.
I woke up the other night and it was to Botch.
I mean, smell is broken. What?
You ever watch that show Botched? The lady can move her entire nose bone. I woke up to it. I was like, oh, what the hell? You just made me think of it.
Yeah, you shouldn't sleep with the TV on. Who knows what's going into your brain?
Oh, dude, I woke up the other night and there's a zombie eating a guy's hands that's hanging. It's awful.
And then you're going to get like, yeah.
Oh, my sleep is already horrible. And then I guess it's anxiety. I feel like the whole world's coming to an end every night. It's like
probably
the worst.
what you're listening to.
Oh, gosh. But anyways, Michael, I hope that
Armageddon movie or something, and you wake up feeling doomed.
No tinfoil hat.
And the cat wakes us up every 15 to 20 minutes.
Oh, if that's too much trouble, I'll be glad to take that cat out off your hands.
He needs a nanny.
Do you ever think the cat's a zombie?
Leo.
The main
to
pin.
the second, 5 a.m. on my chest. He eats nonstop. I even got him an automatic feeder thing that was going to solve it. Oh, no. He's just like Gus. He's becoming a snob. Elizabeth has a question here. Can a messenger carrier pigeon get from North Carolina to Southern California? Is that too far? I would say yes, absolutely.
I know they run from New York State to here. I mean, the couple pigeon breeders we visited and interviewed said that they do that.
Oh, wow. I mean, I would think that'd be like a Guinness World Record or something.
No, they run that all the time, and they make it in like 8 to 12 hours.
Oh.
As fast as you can drive it.
That's insane.
I know.
So, guys, if you're just joining us, we're up to 87. Keep doing everything you can. Keep commenting. Keep sharing. Ask your questions, comments. Today's just Q&A. We don't have Ingrid here. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it's August 25th. Oh, my gosh.
That was the first time, too.
How in the world is it August 25th already? I don't know where this month went.
Time flies.
Yeah, any questions, comments, please let us know. Let me know if it looks better. We're streaming in high def. I did that just to see because I didn't want it to lag or anything like that, but it looks like it's doing pretty good. Okay, Mary, 8x6 coop, just ordered some more hemp. I used 1 bale and brooder and really liked it. My flock of 21 will free range. How much hemp should I start out with? Is 1 bale sufficient? I ordered 3 for the year. Okay, so you have an 8x6 coop, which I'm going to believe it's an 8x6 hen house. Look what I have here. We almost should bring it up as a... Do we have an overlay? I'm sure we do. See, I don't like how they do the overlays here. You know what I mean? We can just turn things on. Boom. Oh my gosh, look at that, the old manor house. We should have an overlay go-to screen. Do you see anything for the chart? All right, here we go. I'm going to bring in the hemp box, and it took us, where is it? Where in the world's the chart? Haha, okay. Took us years to come up with this.
This is on the website, too.
Yes, and it's thank you. It's one of the best things we have ever done. It's not a perfect system, so let me be clear there. We're dealing with an organic material. We're dealing with compaction and absorption and moisture, whatever. But on average, yeah, you got to really fluff it. We have the approximate symbol. So 8 times 6. What's 8 times 6? 8 times 6 times 8. 48? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you got 48 square feet. Now, if you're just starting off, I like to cut it right in half at 6 inches. So we want to build it up 6 inches. So if we are looking for 48 square feet to start out at 6 inches, this one bale will do 10 square feet at 6 inches. So you need about 5 bales to start off with. So I hope that makes sense. And
even if you only want to buy a few, like 3 to 4, you still start that way. You just might need another couple more to finish the year.
Exactly. So you can definitely get away with 3. That's the beauty of hemp. Mm-hmm. But you just may not have enough material to start stirring it like we did.
Yeah, you just might need to do another order.
Yeah, or you can start off with 4 inches, and I was going to try to do that math. Like at 4 inches, that's 15 square feet. So what's 48 divided by 15? Go.
5.
Calculators
You'll need about 5.
So again, and Kristen, you made a great point. All that's on our website. Definitely check that out. But we did that for you. And I can't emphasize this enough. And this is one of my huge frustrations whenever you're dealing with an organic material. It's not a perfect system. Things change. But that gets you within the range. Bottom line, though, the hemp is just amazing. It's the best diaper for your chicken coop. Go ahead.
Maybe can we find another word for diaper?
I like it because doesn't it make sense?
Diapers are gross.
It's a diaper for the chicken coop. It just makes sense.
It's gross. It's one of those gross words.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. What else? I don't think there could be. Come on. Who's going to be our 100th? Let's break 100. Keep commenting. Keep questioning.
All right. We have a question. Which coop do you recommend for silkies and polishes?
None.
A doghouse.
We should make a roost bar specifically for silkies and their extra toe because I know you love that, Matt.
It would be nothing. They don't perch.
Man, I went to Tractor Supply yesterday, and they had baby silkies. I almost brought them to work and put them under the broody hen in your coop. Like, how mean would that be?
Oh, I'd be so mad. I'd be madder than Ingrid with a chicken showing up all of a sudden at her
chicken
house.
pusher. And then you'd be stuck with these silkies.
I love that you guys can react with the hearts and thumbs ups and the question marks. I wonder if that's helping too. I wonder if that's something for the algorithms. But anyways, listen. Oh, I just pissed off a lot of silky people.
I have silkies and polishes right now. Well, one silkie, one polish actually, and they're roosting on a lower roost bar.
You mean on the diaper?
No, they actually have a real low roost bar. So that could be an option.
All right. So Jace, in all seriousness, any of our coops will work for silkies and polishes. I can't say this enough, and this reminds me, we just came out with a long format YouTube video. If you haven't seen it, you got to go check it out. We did our To Silky or Not to Silky. I don't remember the title.
No, that's it. No.
And Miss Kristen over here is a silky fan. I can't stand it, but
I said in the video I'm silky tolerant.
No, see, that wasn't what you're supposed to say.
I'm not like a mad silky enthusiast.
But you need to because I'm such an extreme
anti-silky.
I
have to take the opposite.
Exactly, for entertainment.
Well, I'm certainly defensive of their position in the chicken world.
Oh, boy, I got that right.
Yeah.
Can we separate silkies from Polish, though? Because I find them to be very different.
I agree with Non. Why are silkies and polishes in the same
Because they're both
conversation?
crested and they may have issues finding things because they can't see.
Again, you need a career in politics. I love they will have issues. They suck. They can't see.
Sometimes their survival instincts are a little questionable. I've got my Polish will just sit in the middle of the yard in the middle of the day. Like, I'm here, Hawks. I'm here. I'm just going to lay down in the grass and hope for the best, take a little snooze.
Well, they run so fast. It's like they love playing tag.
Listen.
Knocking, and then she'll run right. She can't find the food. She'll run right into the wall.
See what I mean? Yeah, this is not normal, guys. And I always worry how many people get silkies and Polishes, and they're like, "Oh my God, chickens
I think they're great for the comical aspect. Like, look at that funny looking chicken.
They make for funny content on our show. I'll tell you that.
It's the equivalent to like a pocket dog.
Oh, so dumb.
Oh, that's a good.
So Jace, any of our coops will work with proper modifications, and we do it all the time. I make sure the sales team asks, what kind of chickens are you going to get? Because once we hear, oh, we're getting silkies.
You should just use your hen house for storage.
I got too many props. So this is a really red day. That's a major red flag if they say you got silkies. But if you want silkies, then fine, let's do it. And thank God Carolina Coops has done so much work learning how to make sure your life's not going to become more difficult when you have silkies, like the silkie ramp that has little side rails so they don't fall off.
Do any of our listeners have silkies, and how do you deal with that with your other chickens?
Great question.
Handicap accessibility.
Exactly. And they have no flight feathers. They're just down. Is it down? Just
They have some raggedy looking flight feathers
so they can't.
that don't really work.
Yeah, and then that fifth toe. Why? So
I have 5 toes.
Jace, I don't recommend if you're not already locked in.
They don't
I
look like
don't
chicken
recommend
feet,
silkies,
though.
but if you're gonna get silkies and you're gonna get a coop from us, just let us know. We will. You got to lower the roost bar, do a different ramp. Enough of that.
And then hope that it works.
God, they're such a pain in the butt. Again, if you're just joining us, we just broke 100. Thank you so much. It is August 25th, 2023. I think it's going better now. We had a rough start. It's not the same not having Ingrid here, but you guys are helping us out there, so thank you so much.
Our customer.
I think you're hitting the button too many times. I recently found a clutch in my bicycle basket. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we should ask. Where is the weirdest place that you found a clutch of eggs?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I've got chickens laying eggs in an overturn, like a trash can on its side.
I can see that. My favorite spot, I'll never forget, years ago when I was just starting to build chicken coops in the shop in Durham, North Carolina, I was building egg boxes before egg hutches. This is how long ago it was. Went in to have lunch, came out, and I saw a chicken, and the egg box is on the table saw. One of my chickens jumped out and making that egg laying sound. I said, no. Walked up, sure enough, she laid an egg right in the egg box.
Oh, that's pretty
Yep.
good. I'd give you a T-shirt.
Hello from, Karen. Yeah, hello from Crossville, Tennessee. So hopefully you guys saw one of the most beautiful Craftsman
I love
Coops.
that stain.
Oh, my Lanta. Now, let me talk about something. Again, if you guys didn't see this on our reels and stories, boy, did we have a major learning curve. Mm-hmm. And you know what? And it goes to prove how awesome these guys are on the road. They had to, here we have a huge, beautiful Craftsman Coop. Natural. Okay? Natural meaning it was oiled. And we're using one of my favorite products. It's made by Cabot. Not getting paid for it. They should. Australian timber oil natural. It was built in our New York shop, and they used the Australian timber oil from New York. Bring it down here, and they were worried about they were going to run out of oil because, you got extra boards you got to put on, oil, that, whatever. They went and got some oil locally. Did you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they opened up the can. They realized it doesn't look the same. And it's because, and I don't know all the states, but I know New York definitely, California, probably Connecticut, they don't have oil. It's what they call water modified. You talk about a scary situation. Thank God, again, we have the best customers. Chicken people are the best. The customers completely understood. And I just told them, I said, we're about to go on video. We got a problem here. And Sean and Chad were on this coop, and they had to go through and sand that entire coop down by hand.
Oh.
Yeah. And re-oil it. And I honestly cannot say whether the water modified Cabot or the regular true oil Cabot is going to have a better protection, but that is your fear. And it looked so different in the can that you're like, there's no way it's going to look the same on the wood. So I tell you, long story short, what a beautiful chicken coop. And the best part is that door. They hung on to this door for like 30 years. And I love this. This is how I am. It's like, yeah, I'm going to hang on to it. I don't know when I'm going to use it. And Carolina Coops had to remake the casing, or actually make a custom casing for this door, because all they had was the wooden door, solid red oak door. Mm-hmm. And just stunning.
Yeah, I noticed the door. It was really nice.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I don't remember Karen's last name, but I'm pretty sure that's her. Okay. Well, did we get more pictures?
Oh, yeah, you can check the drive.
And I think I might want to go back out there. That is a coop. I was hoping it was going to be done. We went out there to film, and I surprised the guys. Mm-hmm. They weren't shocked because I've done it before. And I was hoping to get it right at the end, because I wanted to get a full turnkey walk around.
Well, I also want to know how much people like the shed hen house combo, because I've seen a lot of people on socials. They seem to really like that.
Oh, yeah, because you end up with so many things to store.
Do you check Facebook chat? Very seldom. Thank you for this question. I don't know what we got to do, but there is so many.
Is that Messenger? Is that what?
I get anytime someone messages, it pops up on the notifications.
Make sure we're responding to that, because there have been times people don't call us. They don't email the main email. They send us a message on Facebook. I don't sit there. I hardly ever check Facebook.
You pay people to do that.
Exactly. But it can get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah. No, I've been trying my best to look at it. It's just sometimes we get a lot of people. It's funny. A lot of people are actually good at reporting accounts that are actually trying to be us. They're really good at that.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need an army of people.
So, again, if you need to get a hold of us, give us a call, shoot us an email. But yes, James, it's your job now.
Yay.
Michael asks, what is the recommended angle for a chicken ladder? Going 2 feet high, how long would you recommend? What is the distance between the steps? Great question. Now, you mentioned ladder. There's a difference when we use our terminology. There's a difference between a ladder and a ramp. So if we're referring to a ladder, like our standard ladder to our coops, that means there's rungs.
Actually, they look more like steps.
Right, but it is. But
Yeah.
there's no riser in front of the
Right.
tread, the step. So I call it a ladder because it's like a ladder where you have the rungs in between the ladder. So is that still cool? Are you going to get mad at me like you did last night?
I can get mad.
Yeah,
It was after hours.
Oh my gosh. But if people could actually see how mad you get at me for technicalities, I thought about bringing that up on today's show. You got awfully pissy about it last night. I'm curious what people would say. But anyways, the chicken ladder, ours is 45 degrees. So if you are 2 foot up, it comes 2 foot out. And you cut it at 45 degrees. And the chickens use it perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Now, if we're referring to a ramp, I'll never forget a customer.
Are you giving out recipes right now?
See? See?
45
I
degrees.
just put a customer on hold.
Anyways, okay. I would have to say if I was a chicken, and I was going up a ramp, the more gradual incline you give them, the probably happier they're going to be, but you may not have room for it.
And I've never seen a chicken actually walk all the way up the
Right.
ramp or ladder.
Agreed.
They just fly to the top.
Yeah, they love jumping. Agreed.
Yeah. and
Because
they-
think about it. There's no ramps and trees before coops were invented.
Right.
Yeah.
See what I mean? But people get so technical on it, which I know is why they love us, because we get technical about it like we are right now. We had that customer out in Nevada. He was an engineer, and this is textbook engineer. They love their numbers. He gave a formula, and he backed it up. And I said, that's not bad. I like it. And I want to say for every foot you go up, you got to come out 2 foot.
Interesting.
If you got the space for it, do it. It's like the Cali Coop. We don't really have that space.
Yeah.
We're always trying to give the best coop for the best price. And
And then you got something you have to walk around. If you're in
Exactly.
there putting food and water in there,
right, technically, you don't need a ramp or ladder.
I'd go with the 45 degrees.
You can put a tree branch, like our perch bar, out in front of your hen house. The chickens are going to be just fine. Unless you have silkies. Silkies don't count. Silkies are not chickens. That should be a t-shirt.
Ooh.
How is it 1 o'clock already? Can you believe it's 1 o'clock? We are having fun now. So, guys, again, it is August 25th, 2023. Ingrid's not here. All full on Q&A. We got some new shirts. If you didn't catch the beginning of this show, well, just watch it later.
Nicole said we just got an order for one customer purchasing both of those new shirts.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. I did want to bring something up.
What's that?
Maybe I should wait when Ingrid's here because she's going to get pissed. Because she got mad. Well, you both agreed. I don't know if I agree. It's something that came up yesterday about, was it Ideal Poultry?
Oh, yeah, I got an ad for Ideal Poultry. This time of year, they put their bantams on sale.
Oh, boy.
And I got the email, and I was like, oh, the bantam sale. So I went on the website just to see what the shipping would be or what was available. And I got a notification and a little warning popped up. Do not vaccinate for Merricks in a small flock.
That's not what it said exactly.
Or something.
We do not recommend.
Okay.
I don't need Ideal calling us.
Yeah,
suing us
that's
right
right.
now.
That's right. Yeah, I don't have it with me. Sorry. And I'm glad you're here.
Steel trap.
Yeah. Sometimes. And so I went to see the policy, and they said that they do not recommend Merrick's vaccine for small flocks or mixed flocks because it's a live virus.
The vaccine is a live virus. Where most vaccines, it's a dead virus to help build up your immune system, right? Okay, I'm not a doctor. My initials
something like
are
that.
MD, but I have to draw a line somewhere.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, we need to ask. We need to fact check this.
I wanted to call them. today.
Or
Last
Dr.
time we tried
Crespo or something.
I know, we got the red phone. It's not hooked up yet. This is exactly where we would dial Crespo.
Yeah.
Because I would love to hear her. But here's the thing. Ingrid, horrible idea. Dr. Crespo would not agree with that statement. I almost want to put money on it. I'll bet you Miss Dr. Crespo would not disagree with that statement from Ideal.
Oh, I can't wait for Ingrid to hear this and come back.
Hopefully she's not listening right now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're not doing the show next week because it's Labor Day.
Are you kidding me right now?
No.
It's Labor Day already. No. Why are we're not going to do a show because it's late? Because it's a holiday? That's the best day to do a show. That means we need to do our special show Sunday morning.
The show should go on.
The show should go on. So I need to know what you guys think.
We're going to find out about that.
Because what they're saying is, why introduce Merricks if you don't have to? If you have a large flock, that means you have a high possibility for Merricks. But if you have a small backyard flock of maybe 6 to 8 chickens, don't vaccinate because that way you...
What did it say? Mixed ages? I don't remember. Or mixed... Yeah, I think it was mixed ages.
Anyways, very, very interesting. And I know vaccines are a touchy subject and became very political, which sucks. I just want to know the truth.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised. So we need to dig into that.
I'm just a fan of nature. That's just me. But anyways, Bridget, question. Yes, if you guys have a question, I love when you guys put question all in caps right there. Is that a semicolon, the 2 dots?
No.
Oh, what is that?
It's a colon.
It's a colon, not a semi. Say, what do I know? But I know how you're a grammar Nazi and you absolutely love. So is this to your approval?
Yeah.
But there's no question mark. Oof. I have been dealing with...
Oh, there's not a question.
But it says question.
Well, that's
I have been dealing with lice on my 2 Australorps, Laverne and Shirley. I can't seem to get rid of them. Okay, so it's a question based on a statement. Okay, you got lice, having trouble getting rid of them. What do we do? What's the first thing we
Identification.
do? Yes, thank you. You're on fire today.
And then the life cycle.
Yes. What is the life cycle of a louse?
We need to find out.
I believe it's egg nymph adult, if I remember correctly.
So, yeah, somebody called about mites yesterday, and I directed them to our show on mites. And
well, mites and lice are different.
Yeah, but I'm just, as an example, and
There's
I made
some
sure
similarities.
to tell him that make sure that you treat it at least twice, because one time's only going to kill the adults.
That's right. Or the nymphs. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to go with nymphs. But either way, yes, you won't kill the eggs. So you got to make sure.
So you got to do it at least twice.
Great advice.
And figure out what that life cycle is, if it's 5 days.
I am going to throw a monkey wrench in there. Is it possible it could be chiggers?
So ID, positive
Yeah.
ID. Take some tape, catch them on a piece of tape, put it underneath your microscope, and positively identify it.
Everybody has those on their kitchen counters.
I used to wear one around my neck. You know,
That's not a lie.
It just occurred to me, we might be able to offer that as a service. We used to have to do that to our entomologist, where we had to, if we couldn't identify it, we would ship them in.
Yeah,
ship them to us.
Send us all of your pests and parasites through the
keep them
U.S. mail.
outside.
Yeah, and we'll take a look at them in the microscope.
I can't wait.
I would oh my God,
I'll
I
do
love
it.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love it because it's not that complicated. And we used to have a microscope. Maybe we can get another one we could tie into the camera so you guys can actually see it. And we could do a class on identification. Like the first step is, well, make sure you have good material to reference that you trust. You start with the mouth part, antennae, eyes. These are all things. Am I boring you now?
I'm just trying to move the show along.
But this is good.
What is the life cycle?
Matt used to be a bug guy.
That boy James. I don't know. I'm pretty.
Oh, there's louse.
I'm pretty sure it's egg nymph adult. I'm gonna go with it.
Okay.
So there are identify it if you're having trouble. Most likely you might have a misidentification. Like Kristen said, make sure you're treating to break up that life cycle. And make sure they're not roost mites. I mean, again, you might be attacking in the wrong area.
Right.
That's the other thing. If you have, say, roost mites, you don't want to just treat the chicken. You don't want to just treat the host.
It's 4 to 7 days.
What?
Young lice called nymphs.
Oh, I still got it.
Woo! I'd give you a T-shirt.
Thank you. Whew, that's a little stressful because this stuff used to come to me like that back in the day.
They go through one generation in 3 weeks.
Richard asks, when will you have the hemp nesting box material available? Now, I want to be clear. We're talking about the actual nesting material from the hemp bast fibers. I don't know. It's slow right now. I don't know what the holdup is. I'll be honest with you. We did get some more samples in the other day, right?
Yes.
I am not in agreement that it's the same stuff. You say it is. I showed it in a show how it was a little bit thicker, bouncier. This stuff was a little bit skinnier and strandier. So I'm not in love with it. It'll absolutely work. Do you disagree?
It looks like the same stuff. Did you go back to the record?
No, not yet.
Okay.
So to answer your question, it's. I wish it was just as simple as just, hey, let's go get hemp nesting material. There is a process of making sure it's processed right, that we like it. It's going to work for the chickens. We need to test it. It's got to look good. How are we going to box it? How are we going to sell it? Every day we are talking about it. So hopefully very soon to answer your question, what I was hoping to do is get a bunch and have the guinea pigs. Maybe have a VCL viewer sale or whatever, that people have a special purchasing that they can be our guinea pigs of the nesting material. Now you took some home.
I did.
And
It got oh,
this sounds real good.
I left it out in the rain and it got it didn't perform well in the rain, but that's not really a good test because
it's not. It's a horrible test. Why
Yeah.
did you leave it out in the
I
rain?
had a broody hen that was sitting outside and I just said, "Oh, here, have some nesting material," and then it rained.
Sending waves from East Tennessee. What's that mean? Sorry, I'm late. Hi from Cortland. Love the shirt idea. Yes. What was it again? Cluck it and find out. Was that it?
Cluck around and find out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm making that today. What should the design be? What should it just say it? Should there be a
mad chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a Mad Hatter hat on?
Oh,
One
that'd be
eye-
cool.
One eyebrow raised. Yeah.
A
like
pirate
that.
chicken?
Like The Rock.
Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, I like that idea, Matt. That was a good one. Yeah.
Oh boy. You should totally make those shirts. Okay, so we're just getting caught up to that part of the show. Again, if you're just joining us, thank you for being here. Q&A today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them. We could be here all day, right? Ingrid, unfortunately, is not here, so we don't have a hard stop. She's like, oh, Matt, why are you blaming it on me? We don't want the show to get
I
too
wonder
boring.
if she's watching.
Oh, she has to be. No, she probably isn't. She's like, no, Matt will just make me so mad. Oh, see, returning the bowl with a gift inside. It is a nice touch of class, something I would expect from Carolina Coops. Oh, I thought you were going to say it is a Southern thing. That's what I thought. Rats. I like to cluck around. Here, let's do this. We're going to change this up. Let me know what you guys think about this, because this is one of my favorite. Well, that's not it. Well, that got changed. Never mind. Who's been messing with that? I was going to do, is there another comments page? Because I do like when we can bring in the comments. I guess we got to clean this up.
Can you bring in the whole thing?
It's complicated.
Huh.
What about 0 clucks given? Or I have 0 clucks to give. That's not bad. I like that. Go ahead, someone. You got to keep. My parents had a lot of pigeons that you could release, and they would do tricks in the air, and they always came back to the coop.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How would you train a pigeon to do a trick?
No, they're bred that way. They're called flyers or something.
Interesting. I ordered hemp from Carolina Coop. Super easy with the shop pay, and I shipped the same day. Thank you. No, Maureen, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for the comment. Yes. They are busting it is hot out in that shop. It is 100 degrees, 80% humidity, and I tell you, they are out there making sure same day shipping. Why not? If we could do it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Doesn't always happen, but I tell you, almost every.
They get close.
I give those guys and girls so much credit. Always packing it up. So thank you so much for your order. You know, I'm going to mention something, if I may.
You may.
Thank you. Someone on the Carolina Coops owner forum on Facebook. I'll be honest with you, it's a love-hate relationship. It is such a love-hate relationship because it's not our page, but it is there it was originally designed to promote how are you customizing your Carolina Coop, which I think is great. But there's a lot of people on there that do not have a Carolina Coop, but yet they're showing their coops, which that's fine. We just got to make sure that people know that's not a Carolina Coop. But sometimes they have questions and comments, and I'm like, ugh, you know, and I don't want to have to keep chiming in or this and that. And I know you and Mackenzie and Evan just do a good job. Get in there real quick. However, I forgot where I was going with that. What was that comment I just read? It just came up the other day on the Carolina Coops forum. I forgot.
It was maybe something in regards to hemp, or because that's what Maureen was talking about.
Was it? I saw something
Oh my
about
gosh.
how high up the high density goes.
Yeah,
Something like that.
It was. They were not assembling the coop right.
Oh.
Gosh, there was a point I had to make that I really wanted to get off my chest, and I forgot already. Hopefully, it'll come back to me. Anyways, the hardware cloth shoot-off comparison would be great. I can dig that.
Me too.
Go
yeah.
buy some of the galvanized.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, when it's brand new, it's decent, but it's going to rust. And I can tell you, the galvanization is not there like it used to be. Hot dip galvanized is better. When you go in and see hardware that looks all nasty and rough, that's the good stuff. They literally dip it in there versus the electro galvanized. They put an electrical current to it and it attracts the zinc. It's a nice, smoother finish. The zinc will help prevent corrosion. However, it's all about how you're fastening it. So maybe we can do some of the most common ways people do fasten their hardware cloth.
Yeah.
And why not to do it. And yeah, we'll drop the anvil through that.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And the bowling ball.
Yep.
We need a third item. We really don't know the third item to drop.
I gave you a third item.
A cinder
eggs,
block?
The eggs are funny. We did talk about the cinder block, but then yeah, that's not bad. The bowling ball, an anvil, and a cinder block. I think we'll do that. I like it.
You gotta do eggs.
Here's another good one. And I have proof of this. And again, this question happens all the time. Are the coops black bear proof? First thing, there is not a predator in North America, and we do ship our coops all around the world, but in North America that has the ability to get into our coop unless something was installed incorrectly or there's a defective product, which thank God is hardly ever happens, especially that's one of the reasons why we have the screen manufactured specifically for us. Way up in Wisconsin, a bear tried to get in the coop, and it gave up very quickly. It clawed away at the hen house. I don't know if it even tried on the screen. It probably did, but it was clawing away at the hen house because it was at night, and I'm sure the chickens were in there, but they really aren't going after the chickens, might be trying to go after the eggs, or they really love to feed. Bears are also opportunistic. They're lazy. We have had mountain lions try to get into our coops. Now, there are times, especially in the Southwest, we do go with a thicker gauge, like a 14 gauge. It's a bear to work with.
Oh, bear, haha.
I didn't mean that, honestly. But it's all in how you attach it. I'm just such a huge fan of that's the secret. It's not so much that you can attach chain link fence, but if you're not using the right fastener to attach it, was that sign language? I don't know. It will fail. So, yes, to answer your question. Here's a good one. I see copper. You want to take this one?
I was wondering if running copper tubing for the water bar would be a good idea. I haven't built it yet, but was considering the benefits of copper and water.
Speaking of copper, oh my gosh. Make sure we try this.
Okay. Oh, you got your mouth full.
Yeah, you got to help me out, Kristen.
Yeah, you've got some sort of gimmick here that might have some...
No, you didn't. No. Oh my God.
G-word.
That door's about to pop open.
Sorry.
So you don't believe me?
No, I'm just teasing you.
Not bad for entertainment purposes.
Yes.
I like it. I did take it personal though, and so did Non.
I see. I saw the tear in your eye.
I do want to share this with everyone because when there's something good, I want to share it. And this is too good to believe, but I end up Non got this bracelet for herself and the kids when we were out in Vegas. And I was the biggest skeptic. I was there for like 2 hours. I could not prove this lady wrong. And
Is it real copper?
It is. Oh, it better be. It's real copper, but it's what's on the inside. It's not magnets. It's certain rare minerals. If this is not touching you, I could not perform what this lady's asking me to do. As soon as she put it on me, no, I could stretch, I could move, I could balance, like without a problem.
Interesting.
It was so incredible. So there is something about metals and minerals and copper. But anyway, sorry.
And copper is a
What?
natural
Oh, geez. Here we go.
purifier, or it is. It does. It might have some benefits to the water bar.
Copper is a natural algicide.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but yes, I'm sure, you're right. She pointed to me and goes, come over here. I'm like, oh God, this is going to cost us. But I could not believe there is something going on with this bracelet and the copper and the minerals. But
It's all voodoo.
the point is, when we've done water bars out of copper, and the reason why I know the customers want it out of copper is because of the potential negative effects that PVC could have leaching toxins into the water.
But we use NSF.
Okay, so now the PVC we use for our water bars is an NSF PW, meaning it's designed for drinking water.
Please don't use the sewer ones.
Drain waste vet, yes. If you look at the side of your PVC, this is very critical. It's going to say what it's meant for. And if it does say, I don't know if it's NSF DVW or if it's just DVW, DWV, drain waste vent, but it also can, a little bit further down the PVC, say NSF PW, okay, for potable water. So it's meant for both. If you use the PVC only meant for drain waste vent, that supposedly can leach in toxins into your water. Here's the thing, because this has come up a lot, and I've even called the manufacturer that we get our PVC from, and they're probably going to be biased, and I would love to get a non-biased opinion on the show, if we could, please. They say it takes 700 degrees, it takes up to 700, if you hit 700 degrees Fahrenheit or hotter on the pipe, it then will leach toxins into the water.
It's just a dry heat.
Yeah, if that happens, you got a bigger problem.
That's exactly what the scientist said at this manufacturer. He was part of the R&D. And I said, well, that makes sense. But again, especially now, I don't know what to believe anymore. And you have to believe that copper is safer, but we've definitely been getting away from it. I've even gone so far that have seen the studies. Supposedly, the copper that comes over from China isn't pure copper. There's high amounts of lead in it, so you got to be careful where you get your copper from. So, Ugly Simone, to answer your question, supposedly there are benefits. I don't know if I'm sold on it. I can tell you copper is very expensive. It's a beautiful water bar. We've done them. You can drill it and put these nipples in, and it works beautifully. I wish I had pictures of the ones we've done. And, again, at the end of the day, we do whatever the customer asks us. So if anybody else has any information on that, please share with it. Because, again, I'm not an expert on it. I still believe that the PVC is safe as long as it's not in direct sun. But if you want to do copper, do copper. So when there's a moment of silence, I need a little bit of a break. If you guys can chime in, I don't know how long we've been doing.
Here's Sue. We are so dry. My hemp doesn't
Sorry.
compost at all. I've started spraying it twice a week, so maybe that helps.
Beautiful picture. Yeah. We are so dry. My hemp doesn't compost at all.
And I like George's comment.
Right. That's the comment I was thinking about. That's
Hold
why I
on.
was saying silent.
Hold on. There's moisture in the droppings. Is it absorbing so fast it's not composting, but is there a smell? So Sue, if you're still watching, hopefully you are you not able to avoid the foul smell that the hemp covers up immediately? Because here's what I can tell you, and this has come up recently, I'm sure I've gone off on my rant. The hemp that we have gotten in the past couple trucks, they haven't weighed as much, so it's actually saved the customer in shipping. It's because it's drier. There's not as much moisture in it, so I'm thinking, well, great, it's more absorbent. It will compost over time. And you got to remember, too, there's two different...
And is that inside or outside the hen house?
Exactly.
Maybe she's trying to compost it when it's done.
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say. Are you going from an anaerobic to an aerobic state? So let us know a little bit more information about that, because I would love to hear about it. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about? You
yeah.
Yeah, that one had me silent for a little bit. It's just,
Just
pretty
reading.
Cool. Yeah.
George says that the record flight for a U.S. Army Signal Corps Pigeon was a flight of 2,300 miles. Flights of 1,000 miles were routine.
That's insane. That's almost clear across the country.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yet your pigeon has been sitting here on this table this whole time.
I know, and she looks like a statue, but every now and then she'll blink.
Yeah.
Make sure you get a picture of it, 'cause I bet you people do love the behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
I can't even walk a mile. I can't imagine flying 2,300 miles. That is nuts. George, thank you for that. That is great stuff.
You know they mate for life, so maybe they're going home to their mate.
Video looks great. Thank you, Lance. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I just thought we should kick it up. Question. Oh, Stormy. Bug guy question. I'll let you read it again, if you please.
Okay, Bugman Matt. Are those large-ish slugs bad for my chickens? They keep finding their way into my run, but I don't know if they'll hurt my girls.
Okay. Truth be told, my specialty is structural pest control, and slugs are an ornamental pest. So, as a disclaimer, it's not my expertise. However, if you're seeing a lot of slugs, I mean, they're a very soft-bodied, wet-bodied creature. It's pretty wet around that area, which could be good or bad. I don't know of any slugs, and I mean, I'm sure there's poisonous ones out there that if you eat
I don't think they're gonna hurt. They're not gonna hurt chickens.
Right. I can't think of any.
They're nasty when you sit on them.
When would you ever sit on a
I
slug?
sat on a slug once. One of those huge ones.
The leopard slug?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Those things are big. They're beautiful.
Just seen that on my shorts.
I wouldn't worry about it. I almost think the chickens would eat it and be like, oh,
I don't know
this
if
is
they
good.
eat those.
We should
I
get some
don't
slugs
know.
and try it
I
out.
feel like it'd be like gum for chickens.
Yeah. I don't know.
Thanks for taking it too far, James.
Hey, you told me to
Turn off
it
his
in.
mic.
Yes, thank you. Nathaniel asked, question, my flock of 30 went from laying... Oh, wait. I thought we already answered this. Oh, Right. Yeah, the heat can definitely cause...
Or they're
they
hiding
added to
eggs,
it.
yeah.
Or they're hiding eggs,
Yeah.
yeah. Heat definitely stresses chickens out. I've definitely seen chickens reduce their egg production because of heat.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, it's been hot lately. So, yes. Or go on a scavenger hunt.
Can we try to get gum for chickens on TikTok or something?
Yes. What? What?
But they
I
don't
think
have
that would be
teeth.
super entertaining.
Yeah, they don't have teeth. Oh, you're gonna. Oh, see what you
Gumming
started,
the
James.
Yeah,
for
it would be
chickens.
rolling around in the gizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, gizzards sound good. That's what.
Oh, but you're gonna get on me about.
Oh my God, I love
About
gizzards.
slugs.
Oh, do I love gizzards? Any recommendations? Any recommendations for keeping chickens cool in 100-degree weather? Oh yeah.
Water,
Yeah.
shade. If you don't have shade, create shade.
Running cold water and using because we did that down there in Alabama, using like mealworms to kind of trick them into going into the cold water. To cool off their
Hold
feet.
on. Let's slow down for a second. Did that make it into a video yet?
No.
Oh,
See?
That's a teaser.
Oh,
that's a teaser. Right there.
So our customer in Alabama, this is brilliant. Okay, I was like, James, get that on video. It's not out yet.
I mean, I got some of it on video, but it was like the frozen watermelon, and then we had so many other things to record. I slipped Matt.
This was
Sorry.
pretty slick.
So,
She has giant stones for her breezeway area surrounding her chicken yard or whatnot, and she's got ice cold well water. All right, and what she does is she'll turn on the hose and just let the water run over that stone. But the chickens aren't going to go into the water. He's like, ooh, yeah, it's time to play in puddles. She took watermelon and put the watermelon right in the middle of the water puddles. And the chickens loved it. So they came running up. They now have cold water running over their feet while they're being distracted and eating the watermelon. It was a way for them to cool down. I can tell you, they loved it.
Yeah.
see,
that
I made
would work.
I made a story about the watermelon. I didn't know that's what she was doing though with the water. I thought they were just walking into the water like normal. I didn't know she was actually luring them. So
Yeah, we got
And
James
cooling
still
off
got a
them.
lot.
Yeah.
That's why it's so good to have him go on the road. I'm assuming you learned a lot from that little road trip.
yeah, a lot. Oh yeah, yeah,
So there are ways to keep your chickens cool.
Did you get to know your boss a little better?
yeah.
Better not have. What else is there to know?
Well, he's a really big fan of Tito's. So if you guys want to send him Tito's,
No, I'm not a fan of Tito's. That's just what I'm allowed to drink.
yeah,
It's gluten free. Apparently, there is something that's in these breads and whatnot are killing me. Or I'm just getting older. And I didn't drink that much. Thank you very much.
What did he ask the waitress?
Oh yeah, I was telling Kristen earlier. I love how if you don't like the amount of alcohol in a drink, you'll look at a waiter with no heart and you'll just be like, yeah, is there even alcohol in this?
There was in the next one, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah, that's why it works.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Joanne,
Standard practice.
1911, don't be knocking silkies. They are the best. Okay. I can't stand silky, so I'm going to knock them, but I back it up for the reasons. However, I know there's a lot of you guys out there that love your silkies, and God bless you. I don't know how. Okay. This one loves silkies. So that's why I make sure it's not just one-sided. I hope I've done a good job at that. Have I not?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
We even have a video out there where I want people at least to learn instead of just hearing, oh, Matt doesn't like silkies. I just don't know how you can like them. They're such a pain in the butt.
I mean, I feel like they might bring a sense of calmness to the flock because they don't really do anything. I don't know.
They're like wool sweaters.
And
You
they
either
can be-
love them or you don't.
And they can be great pets. If you have kids, they're always the favorite.
Makes sense.
They tolerate being handled and caught and cuddled.
Because they can't see to run away.
Mhm.
A swamp cooler.
And that extra toe gets caught on stuff.
What is a swamp cooler? George says in this 100 plus degree weather, a swamp cooler will keep the chickens cool.
They use those out in the Southwest, since they have such a dry heat, a way to cool.
What is it?
I'm not sure exactly how they work.
Well, George, if you can add to that, maybe we got to.
It's like the. Do you remember that cooler that I bought that was like an air conditioner?
Uh-huh.
It's that.
Oh, okay. Speaking of the Alabama trip, I didn't tell anyone about this.
Breaking news.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You were supposed to do chickens in the news. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I even made a special.
We don't have it for some reason.
No, we
Got
need to
lost.
get back to
Got
doing that.
lost.
Yeah, our YouTube chicken police, all that. Listen, I couldn't believe. So we went and did a video of a follow up on her custom coop, which I'm sure you guys have seen, and then we did a goose house. I got to see it for the first time. Freaking gorgeous. Evan, again, just knocked it out of the park. We did a great video on, especially should you or should you not deep litter for geese, which you absolutely can. As I'm walking around the back of her coop, did I tell you about this?
No.
Yeah, I didn't. Got it all on video. I hear an air conditioner. She actually put an air conditioner. We have a thumbs down.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. What? Tell me.
I think it happened when you were talking about silkies, Matt.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Fair enough.
there
Fair
you
enough.
go.
Fair enough. Okay, fine. If you're gonna give me a thumbs down, tell me why. I want to hear it. Anyways, she had an air conditioner in her hen house, technically the shed area. It's like a Craftsman Coop. I was so thankful. It was so.
I know.
Oh, did
I was
you
thinking
go
the
in
same
there?
thing. I was like, oh, yes, please. I'm not upset.
So I was like, I asked the customer,
Is this for the hens or for
and
you?
I'm sure she won't mind me using her name. I said, Shelly, come with me. Let's go in there. And I was like, well, you got to do a video. She's like, okay. And she did such a great job. But I said, Shelly, explain to us this, because when we get this on video, there are going to be a lot of people that are going to say, Matt, you said no air conditioners, or see, it is a good idea. But I wanted to hear from her the reason why she put an air conditioner in there. Because I can tell you, this customer, what I love about her, she loves her animals. She has a lot of experience with animals, and she puts forth what she has learned, and she does it her way. It was still extremely ventilated. I couldn't believe it was this cool with how ventilated it was, because the windows were wide open. It had to be, 20 degrees cooler?
Oh, yeah, easily.
Well, that's an extreme situation.
And so she said that. She was mad. This is extreme heat right now, because the whole theory is you don't want to do that because that might be too much shock for the chickens leaving the hen house, go down into the run. But here, the chickens had the ability to go free range. There's a bunch of them hanging out inside the run. And there were some there hanging out in the hen house. And she said ever since she did it, she hasn't lost any more chickens to, I can't remember, heat stress.
Oh, wow.
And
Well, you just got to think, like, the humidity alone raised that heat index by 20 degrees. Like,
that's what it was. Thank you. It was the humidity. It wasn't so much to keep it cooler. I'm ruining the video now. She said that. She goes, Matt, it's not as humid in here. And an air conditioner is a dehumidifier.
Yeah. Or she could just use a dehumidifier.
Well. What?
I'm just saying, that's another option.
No, you're right. So, I love when I learn something new and I flip because I want to know and I want to be right. And I don't know. I'm not saying I'm flipping on if you got a very hot coop to put an air conditioner in there.
Things where it's
Kristen does make a good point, though. If there are some people that are upset about or concerned about what you were just talking about, a dehumidifier might be a good middle ground to make sure humidity.
It was interesting. So that video, Paul filmed that, right, on the big camera.
Yep, he sure
Well,
did.
he's got a lot of videos to get editing. I hope you guys are enjoying all the videos. I know we were kind of behind. I was
I'm
behind.
enjoying them. There's a nice variety. I like that.
Yay.
I saw that funny to me. I don't know, Ramona. Okay. Mike Trapp, how you doing, buddy? We have 3 Polish, Phyllis and her sisters, and they are just fine with our other hens. And our Polish are the smarter of the hens
Oh,
of the
that's
others.
interesting.
One has even figured out how to get through the netting on the gates. So a smart Polish hen. It is possible. It is possible. We are generalizing, to be clear. We should have that as a ticker. We are just generalizing. Anyways. So, okay, it is 1:32. Can we keep going? Can we get through this? You got to tap out?
Oh, I'm okay.
Okay.
I love that there are so many Polish keepers who name their Polish chickens Phyllis, like Phyllis Diller.
I don't get it.
She had hair like that.
I have no idea who it is.
Okay. I'll show you a picture later.
Robert asks, what coop modifications for a Polish? Now, Polish aren't as dumb as silkies and are not as complicated as silkies, but they're right up there.
Well, and it might be...
Or down there.
It
You're
might
just
be...
looking for more thumbs down.
Yeah, wait a minute.
You are relentless
Yeah.
when it comes to silkies. You have no filter.
You have no... I actually have an extreme filter.
I'm
thank
going
God.
back to Tractor Supply and getting that silky.
Listen, hold on. You would not believe the stress and sleepless nights I have had.
Well, you have sleepless nights anyhow.
True, but I don't need them. I don't need them any worse because customers are like, and I think there's only 2 of them, to be honest with you. And I fought and fought and fought to do everything I could without being a jerk to say, you have silkies. I wish we would have known you had silkies because we could have made changes for your coop to make the silky enjoyable.
Just for the record, we do have a silky keeper down in Texas who is very happy with her coop because she bought a duck coop for her silkies.
Yep, and she has an air conditioner in her coop. So, I mean, she is I never got to go out there and see it. I've just seen pictures and heard the stories, but I've been wanting to go out and meet with her because she takes it to the extreme. And I don't mean that in a bad way. She's doing it her way. And her chickens are fat and happy, even the silkies and whatever. So there might be something to learn there. But yes, there's been a couple where they're like, Matt, your ramp sucks. My silky won't go up it. Things like that. It's just frustrating. So it's almost like, do we have a silky disclaimer in our Cover Our Feathers for our coops?
I think we do.
It's on the to-do list for this year's winter work.
Okay, as we should. Okay, anyways, what modifications for a Polish? I don't think you have to make...
No, because they just can't see sometimes because of the crest.
All the Polish I have had have done just fine.
Yeah.
If you have just Polish chickens, that's a different story. I think if they follow some of the regular chickens.
That's what mine do. Just because I only have one.
Yes, rungs. Thank you. Darshell, what are the dimensions of the coop windows you guys sell? I'm building and want to make sure I have enough space. Okay, pre-hung windows. Are they officially on the website, yes or no?
They were, and then they got taken down because of the box.
So when are the boxes coming? Is Nicole listening? We are dialing in. So you can call us right now and buy pre-hung windows. You can call us right now and we will give you the exact rough-in dimensions. Does anyone have them off the top of their head?
Does the sales team even have that information?
Yeah.
Okay. What we're doing is adding the
Down to the 16th.
Right. Well, and we changed
And
that
then
because people don't
we
like
rounded
16s.
a little.
We rounded to the quarter because once you get past a quarter, people are like, "Wait, what's a 7/8 or whatever?" And I get it. If you're interested in the windows, we would love to sell them to you. They're awesome. We have sold a lot of windows already. It's just not full click and buy. All we're waiting on is dialing in the box size so we can keep it as small as possible, which means we can give you the best price for shipping. And it's going to be shipping included. And this is why it's important because everyone thinks free shipping. No, it's not free. It's included in the price. and we have to do an average throughout the entire country. And thank God we ship a lot with UPS. They've been giving us killer deals, which we pass along to you guys. We're dialing in to like down to the where we have no room left in that box, but they are pre-hung, ready to be installed, meaning they are beautiful.
They even have a sill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't want anything to happen to it. So it's been a lot of work getting the packaging in there just right. So that's why it's not on the website yet, but it will be. Click and buy, and you'll have all the information you need on the website for the dimensions for the rough-in opening. However, nobody right now knows off the top of their head.
I don't.
I could
All right.
look.
Don't worry about it. Darshell, just call us. Call us. We can get that information, or email us. I'm just not a fan of emails.
Or message us on Facebook. I could do that.
That's
too.
right. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Great question, though. I appreciate you asking that. Okay, here we go. Ooh, we got a coop question. A sales question, I should say.
I'm interested in a chicken coop. I'm looking for a 2 or more. I will be breeding and selling egg chickens for a second side job.
So give us a call. We actually sell to a lot of customers multiple coops, either right at the same time, or of course chicken math kicks in, and it's easier to just get another coop than to do an add-on. Trust me. We get a lot of those questions like, well, can you do an addition? It's not worth it. It's cheaper just to buy another coop. And I promote this. I love entrepreneurship. There's nothing better than backyard fresh eggs. And just let us know. Make sure we can help you out with that. Yeah, help.
Yeah.
Come on. There we go. Come on. Ooh, did we get a thumbs up? Was it?
I was thinking for that last comment, maybe looking into a penthouse coop, because would they need a run?
Here's a comment.
I don't know.
Buy a Carolina coop. Your time and sanity will be saved. I've enjoyed learning and building our own, but it was very time consuming and not as easy or as quick as you may think. Alicia, thank you. I'm not paying her to say that. The reason why I love when people come back and say this, and they're not, I don't know if they ever bought any accessories. I'm not saying they're not a customer or whatever, but they built their own coop. It just proves what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying it to try to sell more coops. Of course, yes, I always want to sell coops and grow the business. Our mission has been to give you the best coop for the best price. And when I say price, I'm not just talking about the price of the tangible product. We all value our time. It's the most valuable thing we get, and we never get it back. And it can be easy to take for granted the amount of work that goes into building a chicken coop that is going to look good and be functional. There is so much more to it than you ever imagine. And customers tell us all the time, even when they're assembling their own coop, they're like, I had no idea there's this much detail. You guys have thought of everything. Thank you. And it makes me so happy when people are learning from us. I'm not telling you to call up and ask for our recipe and dimensions, but learn the basics, learn about those fundamental things, and go out there and design your own. The ones that are doing a really good job are the ones that are like, oh my gosh, Matt wasn't kidding. So Alicia, again, thank you so much for that comment. And I say this because if you're on the fence, and I get our coops are not cheap, but there is no such thing as a cheap chicken coop. The value is huge. If you could talk to customers like Alicia that have done it themselves, we save you time and money. And just the aggravation alone, the spouse fighting.
I was trying to source all those materials and it just...
Speaking of sourcing materials, you may not know.
Mm-hmm.
This is good and bad. Again, I shouldn't talk so much. We got, I want to buy as much American-made product. You're like, oh God, where's this going now? As many American-made products as possible, right? We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see it.
Yeah.
I am always making sure we have the best quality product. And the product we buy the most is wood. I don't know why, but for whatever reason in Europe, they supply the best looking lumber. It's called Euro wood. If you're not in the lumber market, it's what it's referred to. And in America, we buy lumber that we use a lot that is a structural grade, and it's not graded based on appearance, but we go through hell making sure we get good looking wood because we can't hide it, right? Mm-hmm. We have another truck coming. We're going to experiment again. I hate that it's not American. I have fought so hard to get an American mill to give us really good looking lumber. Because I know our customers won't mind paying a little extra because it is such a pain in the butt if you're trying to finish your coop to make it look like ours, which is a whole nother story that came up again recently. And I can't emphasize enough what goes into the finishing part. We have a truck of Euro wood coming. The wood typically looks so beautiful, it's hard to cut into it. I am not exaggerating.
Interesting.
Yep. So, and it's not more expensive than American. How is that possible? So I hope this works because, again, we can pass along the savings to our customer and have even that much better looking piece of wood so it doesn't take as much time to finish it to make it look beautiful. Okay, yes, I see it. All right, so Kristen has come in. Rough openings. So we have 2 windows right now. We're going to have more. They're going to become standard in the flock shop for pre-hung. But right now, we have 2 windows. There's the horizontal, like a transom window, if you will, but it is functional with a sash, or our vertical window, like what you see on the Craftsman Coops. So this first one must be the horizontal long one. The rough opening, 15.5 inches by 37.25, or 20 by 40. Well, that's a simple number. You sure 20 by 40 is right?
Maybe it got updated. Actually,
Interesting.
hold on.
If you're going to buy pre-hung windows and you definitely don't want to build a wrong size opening, just give us a call.
Yeah, actually,
Play
that
it
might have
safe.
been an
Play it
earlier
safe.
number.
All right, so Elizabeth has
Scratch
a question.
Elizabeth. Yeah, I just went through this week. I saw some mosquitoes in my rain barrel, and that's because my screen had gotten knocked off. So if you have a screen, you typically don't have mosquitoes, right? But I didn't have a screen, so I went and got dunks. There were 2 kinds of dunks, and one of them was safe for animal troughs, and one was not. So I used the animal trough one, and the package said to break it in half or in quarters based on the amount of surface area. So just follow the directions.
Okay, so I am
Not the volume, but the surface area of the top.
So I have to believe then, because this came up this morning, I had to go feed the horses this morning, and I noticed someone put mosquito dunks in the troughs, and I'm not a fan of mosquito dunks at all.
Yeah, I mean, this is a stopgap measure until I get the screen. Just temporary.
Stopgap measure. That sounds very technical.
Until I get the screen fixed, I didn't want any mosquitoes.
Yes, I am all about preventing it, but with horse troughs, you can't. And of course, I'm always learning how to make everyone's life easier, especially when it comes to water, which we have done a lot of experimenting with these cubes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So far, I am still very impressed. I can't believe how well, we've been using them with the horses. I can't believe how well it's working. But I saw mosquito dunks in there, and I immediately was like, oh, that sucks, because the larvicide to kill the wigglers, the larva stage of the mosquitoes, can't be good to drink. But the animal safe, it's interesting what you just said. That's what I want to know. If you are calculating the surface, is it just a slow oil release that's suffocating the larva?
It is a slow release, apparently.
But do you see an oily film on top of the water?
Oh, I dumped it and ran. I mean, I didn't sit and watch.
Because then I will believe it.
I got other things to do.
You could just take, this is what we should do. Take some vegetable oil and dump it. That will suffocate the wigglers.
Huh.
We should try that. Again, I don't like Band-Aids, but I know sometimes you got to.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I thought, I'll just throw the whole thing in there. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Let me read the package. And I only needed to use a quarter of one.
All right. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm going to keep on going. If you're just joining us, it is August 25th, 2023. If you didn't already know that, we got new shirts. Well, you're not going to eat the apple crisp?
Oh, I'm going to eat that again for dessert. Eat my lunch.
Okay. Gotcha.
No, I'll keep going. I've got
I want to do it. We don't have Ingrid here, unfortunately. But James,
and your favorite cookie?
James, you're doing pretty good, buddy.
Oh, I appreciate it. It's my first time.
Yeah, not bad. You're
He and Pidge are over there hanging out.
Pidge.
Yeah.
Joel, question. My free-range rooster has started attacking me while collecting eggs from the egg hutch. Why and what should I do?
It builds character.
Yeah.
Chicken expert, that's a question for you. Your filter, how big is your filter?
No, I don't have a lot.
Explain to me when you're thinking, you're the only human being I have ever met that you think about every word that comes out of your mouth. It isn't impressive. It's a compliment.
Except for when I've had a drink. Then the words just spill. You didn't know that?
We are going to do a video chicken live special, and we're having drinks. Sunday morning.
I'm in.
Oh, boy, you were getting on with that dark liquor. I'm impressed, but go ahead.
No, I just don't have experience with that. So I was searching the archives. So, yeah, I mean,
Maybe, is there like a distraction you might be able to think of?
Okay, may I?
yeah.
Thanks.
Well, you have your mouth full.
I noticed roosters are friendly in the beginning. And when they really sexually mature, they start to get aggressive.
And I've always said keep your friendliest roosters. And like if you have 3 roosters, pick out the friendliest one to keep. And then somebody said, hey, you know what? You should keep the meanest one because that's going to be the best protector.
That's a
But
good
I
point.
don't know if that translates to the chicken world. Like if they're mean to people, does that mean that they're more protective? I don't think it does.
But now, and Joel's very specific. Let's see if I can change this up. We'll change up the screen. How's that look? Yeah, a little bright.
Because in the people world, if you have a mean person, are they going to be more protective to the people they love, or are they just going to be mean to everybody?
Listen, it's
I
when
don't think it really translates.
it's when he's collecting eggs.
Oh.
Is the rooster in tune that, hey, you're taking my future offspring?
Interesting.
It doesn't happen any other time?
Or maybe that's the only time that he goes out in the yard.
So I guess you have to expand on that a little bit, Joel. But typically what I hear is the rooster, if it's mean, it's mean. I don't care if you're the mailman, if you're the...
And I've heard certain little tricks on how to make the rooster,
Such as?
I can't remember all of them, but just like catch him, hold him upside down, or...
Tie their legs together.
No, well,
Lasso
there's
it.
that. Oh, there's that too.
Don't tie your leg. Don't tie the legs together.
Well, it might humble him for an hour. I don't know.
That's awful. I think that's...
I
don't like it.
I don't know. I mean, if it's a matter of getting rid of the rooster or not, maybe
You know
it's worth
what?
it.
You just reminded me of something I've been wanting to do for so long.
Have lunch.
Maybe, is it that bad? Maybe we can do this today. And has anybody out there tried this? Have you seen the video? You draw a line in the sand.
Oh, I have seen that.
And you put your chicken's beak right in front of that line, and it just paralyzes the
You know,
chicken.
I'm surprised I haven't done that.
We need to see if that's for real.
We could do our own CC test, yeah. Carolina Coops.
Carolina Coop's testing.
Mythbuster.
There's an app for smartphone microscope. Yeah, so we should do that. I don't mind if people want to send me, if they put it in a vial in rubbing alcohol, send me your pest.
I thought you said just use tape. Can you just tape it to a note card?
Fair enough. You catch it.
A vial of liquid?
Because it's hard to get in there with tweezers and whatnot, but what you do is you take tape, and a lot of times you can go right to your microscope, and they're on the you would
Is
not.
that your bug imitation? I like that.
Thanks.
Have you ever smelled mothballs?
Oh my God, that's funny. Have you ever smelled
Sure.
Oh, how'd you get their legs apart? That's not bad. I remember that joke from first grade on the bus. Thank you, Nan. What was I saying? Oh, but it's better to put it in a vial and some rubbing alcohol, and then I wouldn't mind doing that. I think a lot of people go, Matt,
Send in your bugs.
You say positively identify. Well, how to do it? There is the right way. So that could be fun. That would be fun for the show, right?
You would have to have a solid disclaimer for that.
Like what?
Like you are not a licensed professional bug examiner.
I am. Well, I'm not licensed anymore. I was.
Right. But if you say, oh, yes, it's lice, and it turns out to be chiggers, and...
I won't be wrong. I'll guarantee it. Because if I don't know, I don't know.
A formerly
I
licensed
believe you.
extinguisher.
I
Exterminator.
mean, where's my certificate from Purdue? I got a big old plaque from Purdue University.
It's
It took us
sitting in a
4
box
years
somewhere.
to complete that. And it was so much was bug identification. But it's really not hard. You got to know what you're looking for. Ugly Simone. I have literally a ladder for my girls, and they use it. Yes. See, you can just use an old ladder. I've seen that a million times. I think it's a great way to use those old ladders. Cluck around and find out rooster fighting type in the fighting stance. Yeah. So cluck around and find out. I'm gonna work on that. I can't wait to figure out a chicken. This old lady needs that bracelet. Do you think we can do this test live on the air?
Yeah.
I don't know if the camera.
Are you doing push-ups, or are you doing, like...
Do me a favor. Okay, you guys ready
Are
for
you
this?
turning around in a circle and keeping
this.
balance?
No, let's do this first. Can stand up. I want to see if we can get the shot in the camera. I'll have to freaking move everything.
Oh, me?
Yes, stand up. Because if this doesn't work on you, I'm gonna be mad. Because I tried everything. No, stand up. Come put your back to the green screen.
All right. Okay.
That might work. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this real quick. And I'll tell you. Here was my favorite test. Hold on. Let's see if I can even get it off. This is nuts. And I'm not selling these. I'm not promoting. I'm just telling you. If you have the pains that I do, the neck pain. I haven't had neck pain. Dude, I've been dealing with my neck pain for like 2 years. And my chiropractor's so mad at me. I haven't been back. Okay.
Is that what?
So here's the stones that are inside. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. And again, I was the biggest critic. And the lady even said, and she goes, "You're my favorite type of customer.
Wow.
Don't touch it yet." Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Okay. Look that way. Let's see if I can do this on camera. Okay, I want you to put your arms straight out. Now, don't move your feet, okay? I want you to swing your arm all the way as far around as you can. Swing around. You can turn your, just don't move your feet all the way around. Is that as far as you can, or you're going to hit the wall? All right, move. How can we do this? Face, turn more that way. I need to get a point. There you go. Okay, yes. All the way around till you stop. Is that as far as you can go?
Yeah.
All right, so you can touch, but is that pretty stressful? Pretty tight? Here's the point.
It's a good stretch.
Yeah, here you go. You ready? Now don't move your feet. No, don't move your feet.
Okay.
Here we go. Now this is not meant to fit you, but we're gonna try something here. We're gonna put it all the way up there. Okay. Now same thing. Now swing all the way around. You're messing. We swing all the way around.
Well, the wall's there.
I know, but you can go further now, can't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Not a little bit.
So what else?
Okay. So here's the point.
Where's the barbell?
People can move. Oh, it's always how strong you can be. Here's the point. Oh, and I saw her do this with other people. They're like, you could move around. No, you're not done yet. You can move around so much more once it was touching you. Okay, here's a really good test. All right, face the camera and stand. See if I can do this right. Stand on your left leg. Can you? All right, move forward a little bit. Stand. Okay. Now put this arm out, straight out. Okay. Now resist against me. You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. Do it again. You can't see it, but her foot is dropping. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Now you got to be honest, 'cause I know you're weird about these things. But if it works, even for you, you're gonna be like, oh wow, there might be some of this. Okay. Now you're gonna do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
See? Resist me.
Whoa.
Huh?
Whoa.
Isn't that freaking? Now hold on. No. Let's take it off. Take it off.
No, I'm out of here.
Isn't
go
that
buy
nuts?
yourself another one.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, that one I could tell.
Dude,
for sure.
Yeah, the turnaround wasn't a good test because you're hitting the wall.
Yeah,
Trust me, you would have been able to turn around another foot or two.
Have you shown the guys in the shop?
No, I've hardly even been out in the shop as much as I would like to. Isn't that nuts? It's instant. It's instant. And I have had, my neck has been so jacked up. Anyways, so yeah, copper. I know that's not chicken related, folks. Hope you didn't mind all that. How many people? Yeah, we lost some people. Sorry about that, but isn't that nuts? Yeah, it's all. Oh, so that's what it was. Ramon said this old lady needs that bracelet. They're not cheap, the good ones, and it's not magnets. The magnets don't work. Whatever minerals are in that, you probably can remember. There's 3 different kinds, as you can see. I tried everything to stump this lady. Couldn't come close.
Do you think if someone got a copper water bar, it would help the water move better?
No, and this isn't just copper. The copper just helps. The reason why I went with a pure copper is whatever these stones are that are on the inside, the copper helps it even more. And I tried everything to stump this lady. It worked on my kids.
Yeah, but they don't really look like stones.
It's tourmaline, germanium, and far infrared.
Yeah, you know, those.
Where's your microscope?
I'm like, lady, this is a circus trick. You're tricking. I tried everything. And she just kept laughing. She goes, you're my favorite type of customer. Anyways, okay. Climate warming in Texas might hit that high temp issue. Yes, it is. Okay, so Sue comes back. All right, so Sue was asking earlier about, or commented that her hemp is so dry that she's had to mist it. Now, again, technically you're supposed to, but I don't want to make more work for you guys. I never have it. It still works. But Sue here said that she had to mist it to get it to work. Yes, it's smelling. Okay, so if it's smelling, something's not working. And it should, if you add hemp.
Or it needs to be turned.
Okay, the only spot that, okay, she said it's not composting. inside the chicken, well, are we composting inside a chicken coop or are we trying to compost outside? The only spot that composted was a corner that got some raindrops. I did stir the top because the chicken stopped kicking around. It's not meant inside a hen house, at least in ours, in an anaerobic state to fully compost. It will compost, but not
It will
full-
break down.
It'll break down. Exactly. So we've done it out here where we did that video, right? Where the flies are everywhere. And
Yeah.
And is that out there?
Oh yeah, it's on Instagram. The bottle flies. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's been there for a while.
Right. Again, I said,
Yeah, and we topped it off, and the flies went away.
it almost instantly.
Yeah.
No.
So it works. Frozen strawberries and blueberries and a kiddie pool. Yeah, I've seen that a lot.
Oh.
Okay, so again, if you guys have any questions or comments, I think we will end it here soon. I know you're gonna get bored and hungry. Swamp cooler and humidity to the air, evaporate cooler.
I'm not getting bored.
An evaporate cooler. All right, so we're on that cool part. It's like a fan with ribs. Uh-oh. Someone mad at me. Matt, it's because of you. I will never get silky. That said, it's a delicacy.
Yeah.
To eat silkies?
It is.
Really?
They have them at the Asian store
Oh.
That's
Is
in
it
the meat
gross.
section.
Isn't it dark meat? Like
Black.
literally black. As if it can't get any worse.
I know what I'm bringing for lunch next week.
Have you ever had it?
No. I bet it tastes like chicken.
I would hope.
I would try it. I don't know if we'd people would hate us on the show, wouldn't they?
I mean, I think most of us do eat chicken.
Who doesn't love chicken?
I know.
But
All right, let's keep moving.
Hold on. It is a delicacy, though. That's for real?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're not cheap.
I just want to share with you guys things you need to think about if you're going to get silkies. Hopefully that is all I'm saying. Again, I know people get mad at me. I saw the video about the silkies. It was funny. It wasn't bad. Thank you. I appreciate it was funny. I mean, we try to be funny and educational at the same time. I think we could have done better.
Yeah.
We
I
need
didn't like my dress.
Yeah, you weren't happy.
I wasn't prepared for that video.
You never will be, because I do that on purpose on you guys. When hardware cloth is nailed inside the coop, will a trim board nailed on top work just as good as washers and screws? No. Great question.
Wait, we use pretty much a trim board. Our furring strips.
Okay. Let me be clear.
I mean, that's one way,
It is
not the way we do it on the road.
so. Okay, I should rephrase that. If it's done correctly, yes, it will work. But it says just as good as washers and screws. It all depends on what you do. I know with our manual furring strips, those holes are like every 2 inches. Can you imagine nailing in all those nails? It's
No.
nuts. It's not fun. We are getting away from that. We're going to go full on, spend the $50-$80 on a pneumatic staple gun and shoot those stainless steel staples in. Here's what scares me. And we've done the tests, and it's very, very strong. But I still love when you shoot on those staples, or if you were to do screws and washers, like fender washers, which I'm assuming, you see where you're going through the screen. You can't really see what you're doing with the trim board. And what kind of nails are you using? Nails are meant to be strong laterally. They have extremely strong shear strength. That's what nails are meant for. The pull-out strength isn't as good as a screw. What are we trying to prevent? From the nail being pulled out, technically. So technically, the best thing to do is screws and washers. So the question is, will it work just as good?
As screws and washers.
Thank you. So that's why I said no.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you for explaining that.
You're welcome.
Oh, I have to say that Bruce Fahey has a question.
So, Mr. Bruce Fahey, if we're going anywhere, I tried it when we were out in Vegas. I said, nah, we need to fly to California. I want to go meet this gentleman. I want to go meet this customer. Thank you for the email. What a great email. He took, I am so proud of my team. There's no bigger compliment. It's like when they compliment your kids. And thank you for taking the time it's just such a great, I don't know if he's an author. I don't know if he writes books, but that meant a lot to me. I meant to actually call you. I was actually hoping this to show up as a surprise. So anyways, amazing chicken coop.
My chicks are 13 weeks
Hold
old.
on, I'm not there yet. Amazing chicken coop. If you guys have not seen this customer's chicken coop, Again,
He has the basement. He's got a completely new design with clerestory windows. I love it. And
Evan
he's got
knocked it out of the park.
the egg hutch
And it just
pantry.
fits the whole scenery too. It just looks great.
Right, and we've had some complications with the road crew out west. Ethan is out there just plugging along. Customers love him. I'm just so happy how that all turned out. I know it probably took longer than normal. It sucks. We're doing everything we can, but as I say, you can't rush art. Such an amazing coop. I want to go out there and do a walk around. We need to just go out there and do it. Anyways, so question. My chicks are 13 weeks old. When should I start giving them oyster shell to promote their first eggs? That's a great question.
I would wait until they lay an egg.
Because you don't actually need, technically, to give them oyster shell until you can tell.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't over calcium them. What are you doing?
And they
Is that what I do when I fidget?
Oh, sorry.
No fidgeting. Only
they don't eat.
Only I am allowed to fidget.
They eat only what they need. So it's not really something you need to worry too much about. If you just have a little bit available to them, they'll help themselves when they need it.
The biggest mistake people make is trying to do too much. Set it and forget it. That's what our coops offer. That's just the eggs will tell you everything you need to know.
But thank you for your business, Bruce. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I do want to come out. Hopefully you'll let us film walking around your chicken coop because it is awesome. Absolutely amazing. I wish I had the pictures to bring it up right now. I wasn't prepared for that. Going through the comments. So many. You're welcome. You're welcome. Wait, what is this? So mosquitoes are not animals since there is an animal safe mosquito killer? I don't get it. Roosters are so misunderstood. You really just need to spend time with them. Don't ever hold a chicken upside down. I see people hold chickens upside down all the time. I think what happens is people are like, "Oh, it calms them down." I think they stop breathing. Right? Isn't that true?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something happens. I've done it. If they're freaking out.
I bet all the blood rushes to their head. I know if I were upside down, that would happen.
Yeah, they're starting to pass out. But Amber says, don't ever hold a chicken upside down. Amber, hopefully you're still watching. Tell us why. Tell me.
Well, yeah, and I said that because I really didn't know how to handle a mean rooster.
I had an elderly farmer tell him.
Does your ear itch?
Yes. Why? Do I keep itching it?
Yeah.
I didn't
You
realize
might have lice.
Thanks. I didn't realize I was doing. Mr. to pick the rooster up and carry him around. Oh, why is that time there? A while, and they will become friendly. I mean, do you think that's true with a rooster? Because I know it's definitely true with a hen. It's like little Jerry.
Yeah, that question had me stumped. I'm sorry.
Go boilers. I mean, broilers? Okay, we're almost at the bottom. Okay, is it possible to give me the address for the bracelet? I'm really hoping so. Email non at GNON at carolinacoops.com. I'm sure she knows. Here's what I can tell you is apparently there's a lot of knockoffs. I even was like, okay, this is probably a knockoff. But again, how can something make such a dramatic change like that?
I'm going to do some more testing.
You didn't get her number in case it messed up later?
I tell you, I loved the sales lady. She's from
Romania?
Where was she from, Nan? She was Russian, but it's not from Russia. And she had a very interesting story. Just a great salesperson. Boy, she was good. But very, very passionate about this product. She told me why she stopped selling magnet bracelets, and she explained why they don't work and da-da-da. You guys can be so funny. We try, and we're actually not trying, but we try to make sure we are being ourselves so it entertains you guys. Yes, your staples into a ripped 2x4. Okay, so this is going back to, is it better to... No. Okay, ripped means you're cutting lengthwise, not cutting across the grain. So I like that you said ripped.
Technical term?
Yep. Are we resawing a 2x4? Because if you're resawing a 2x4, then yes. Our staples are only 1.25 inches. And that's because you don't want them poking through the other side of the 2x4. One of my first coops, I did that. I didn't know. I was like so proud of shooting in all the screen. I get on the other side. I was like, oh, damn. that,
was,
nice. That was like my third or fourth coop I built. If you resaw a 2x4, which means you're taking 1.5 inches and splitting that in half, okay, you're kind of like butterflying open the 2x4, then you're going through 3/4 material, yes. I don't think it's worth it. If you ever resawed a board, it's not fun. You can get some tension release, and I don't know, Non, you remember those days, because we used to do it a lot. Ripping a 2x4, taking that 3.5 and cutting that in half, the staples aren't going to go through the 2x4. It's 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches at that point. So, but if you're resawing it, yes. But I would just go by trim board, actual 3/4 material, and then shoot the screen on, and then just attach the trim board around it. I wouldn't rely on just the board if you're shooting it on. It can be done. I like making sure the crown of the staple going across the weld. You're catching 2 wires. You want the crown going across those 2 wires. If you're just shooting on the board, you don't know if you're going across the welds. That's all. So, there's Ethan. I was wondering if Ethan was watching. I didn't want him to hear the compliment. He get back to work. No, no. Ethan is out there. I was really worried. He was up at 8,000 feet in elevation, and he goes,
Where was that?
New Mexico.
Oh.
He goes, yeah, I got to go get oxygen. I'm sure I harassed him, but I was like, yeah, I still have cans left over from that trip. Yeah, Ethan's been out there, and it makes me so happy when our customers get to meet the full circle, from the point of contact with sales to operations to everyone getting out there to put the coop together. There's no better compliment to me when people are happy with the team. All right. All right, guys. Yeah, it's 2:08. I don't know if this is the longest show, but thank you so much for being here. I know Ingrid wasn't here. Hopefully, again, thoughts and prayers for her while her dog's going through surgery and recovering. Next week, really, because of Labor Day, we're not going to be here.
Stay tuned.
No, this means you're going somewhere. Did you fill out a vacation time off report sheet?
When I have plans, I will.
Wait a minute. Next Friday's not Labor Day.
It's Labor Day weekend.
Oh, give me a break.
Of course, it's not Labor Day. Labor Day is on a Monday.
And it's going to be Nan's birthday soon. Why can't we do a show next week?
Let's talk about it later.
No, let's talk about it now.
Because I might be at the beach.
Exactly. You know what? But did you follow the protocols?
I don't know if I'm going to the beach or not.
Did you follow the protocols?
I might.
You are not allowed to go on vacation unless you give us 2 weeks notice. And right now, you're even going to leave our viewers out there.
You didn't give us 2 weeks notice.
I am allowed to do what I want.
Oh.
If I wish I knew where I was going to be in 2 weeks. I don't know where I'm going to be this afternoon. I might be flying out to California now to see Mr. Fahey. Yep. Anyways.
All right. See you later, guys.
Yeah, guys. We'll see you. We're going to see you next week, I'm sure. Somehow, some way. Thanks for being here. Later.